I don't believe him.
Your attention, please.
Neither do I.
Starts in
Cash and dash.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Must be a sail and keel going on.
The moment I hit that live button, he's all, I'm out of here.
Go.
The following content contains adult language and humor that is not suitable for viewers under the age of 18. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. The views and opinions expressed during the following video content are those of the individual and may not reflect those of others.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy
Like a coward when I hit the go live button.
Oh yeah, no. I should have gotten the hit when he said, "Well, you guys." It's like, no, I'm going out. I'll be back.
Oh, bring us a figgy pudding. Oh, bring us a figgy pudding. Oh, bring us a figgy pudding and a cup of good cheer. We won't go until we get some. We won't go until we get some. We won't go until we get some. So bring some out here. Good tidings we bring to you and your.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome one and all to your Sunday afternoon edition of Pacific414 Pop Talk here on December 21st, 2025. Along with Baron Orman Tagge,
Yo,
I am your host, Mike. We had Cash here, but as soon as I hit that go live button, the coward ran.
yeah, he started.
He is a
running.
coward.
Yeah,
He has
well,
no dumb jaw.
I know. I mean, he started running this way. He was running. He ran into the gong.
Yeah, that's right. He ran like a coward. He's like, oh, wait a minute, Mike's hitting the go live button. I'm out of here.
You know, I did that wrong. I should have done a little bit longer on this. There you go.
I need to get a soundbite of Arnold.
No, it didn't help that we're, making them dance, the old-fashioned way in the West.
You kidding? I was going to make him read the first article. And then he up and leaves. I didn't even tell him about it.
You didn't even tell him. Well, he knew it. He sensed it. He's got those cashy sense. There you go.
I'm just going to drop it on him and say, read. Look at the words, sound them out, read.
Yeah.
And, make sounds that we can all understand.
Yeah.
Not guttural sounds.
Yeah, like that really is something that he's capable fully of. He has a hard time talking to us. I mean, it's like most of the time it's, yeah, guys, guys,
These people.
Yeah, these people, what grinds my gears? Yeah.
Actually, that sounds more like me, Baron.
Yeah, that's true. I think it sounds like all of us.
But I hope everyone is doing well this Sunday afternoon, 4 days before Christmas. Do you have your Christmas shopping done? Are you set for the Christmas morning and, seeing smiles on faces, or do you celebrate on Christmas Eve? Let us know in the comments as the show goes along, and Baron, how are you doing today?
Oh, not too bad at all. Just it's mighty wintry here. In fact, I think isn't this like the first day of winter, or we're in that thing where we have the not the equinox, but the solstice, winter solstice.
Yeah, the winter solstice.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean, at least it feels like Christmas. Cold like the bottom pits of my heart. Um,
No, I thought that was Cash.
he has no heart.
True.
Mhm.
He said he would be back, folks.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Mhm.
There's gonna be coal in his stocking.
I mean, that was it. That was him on just before the show.
Yeah, right as I hit the go live button.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out of here.
I tell you.
But I hope everyone is doing well on this Sunday. Snorty, good to see you.
Hey, Snorty in his human suit.
Mm. Lady Mist, good to see you again.
Hey, miss. And don't you dare say hello to Cash Money when he shows up again. He needs punishment.
Yeah, I'm gonna put him in timeout there. But we do have a few articles that we are gonna read today and discuss today, and one of them is about Sony filing a patent for AI censorship, and that's by Vice. So we'll get into that. And we'll also get into an article from Fandom Pulse about Star Trek writer David Gerrold saddled with heavy medical bills after being diagnosed with leukemia.
First I heard it, sad to hear.
Yeah. Of course, when it's updated, it's Box Office Mojo, it takes it a while. But when it's updated, we'll look at this weekend's box office to see how some of the latest releases have fared compared to their...
It stinks.
Sorry, I jumped the gun a little early. My fault. Sorry about that.
But anyways, we'll take a look at the weekend box office to see how the new releases have done compared to their contemporaries who have been out for a few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
We'll also take a look at an article from Cosmic Book News where Paramount investor blasts Warner Brothers Discovery's false narrative over a Netflix deal. And then
okay, I'm sorry. I'm running fast. I'm trying to work fast here. Can I work? Oh,
The hell you say?
And then we will talk about our main article. Romania plans to open Dracula Land theme park in Bucharest.
I'm gonna be serious. I thought they already had one.
I would have sworn they would have had one already.
I could have sworn I heard about this story like 10 years ago or what. But maybe it's becoming a franchise. You like Disneyland. It's like you have Dracula Land, Transylvania, Dracula Land, Bucharest, Dracula Land, Washington D.C.
Welcome to the blood-suckingest place on earth.
Yep.
I want to suck your wallet out of all its money.
He's gonna starve if he hits my wallet. That's for sure. Even though I did make a big purchases on Steam today, I'm ashamed of myself.
What the heck is this, Baron? I expect a lot more. All I'm getting is lint, a button, and a paper clip.
And that lint at one time was a condom package. Needless to say, that shows you exactly how much usage.
And Snorty says he thinks that Dracula Land will suck.
But
Yeah, I know I'm doing the count from Sesame Street, but
will he be going around going, respect my privacy? Talk about
thought.
Yeah, talk about a blood sucking royal right there, or pseudo royal now. Good old Harry and Meghan.
Yeah, Harry and Meghan.
His mind killed.
Harry
Actually, it's the other way
and
around.
Meghan.
Actually, it's the other way around. She's the big bloodsucker, and somehow she's got both this tiny little mustard seed testes in her hand, squeezing, going, "We're gonna do this now, right, Harry? Yes, dear.
You're
Gonna go
gonna
on
do this
Stephen
and you're gonna
Colbert and
like
try to
it,
be funny.
right?
Yeah, you're gonna go on Stephen Colbert, right? Yeah, you're gonna go on there and just be magnificent, Prince Cringy. Since they're charming is cringy.
It'll be in Bucharest, Romania, Lady Mist.
Megan is walking around going, "Someday my cuck will come. Someday."
Come on, don't ruin Snow White for me. Don't ruin the original Snow White for me, Baron. Come on. I will boot you. I don't care if it is 4 days before Christmas.
Ho ho ho. Yeah, I know. I mean, there's some way we should have had it tied into the new one, but I don't even know what songs they had in that one, so screw them.
I don't care. I'm just gonna say that. I don't care what they had in the new one. Because what I did see, it sounded awful.
Yeah, well, it's gone into the vault of it never happened. It went into the vault of this is Mandela effect. It never happened.
Yeah, well, speaking of something that is going to happen, let's go ahead and get into our first article, shall we?
Oh, so soon? So soon? But there's one thing. They got that winter sale going on. I got Bigfoot, the Bigfoot simulator. Mm-hmm.
Damn it, dude!
What?
Gosh.
Oh, no,
I don't ever
don't
know
tell
what to get
me.
you for Christmas, man.
Oh, damn, man. Sorry about that, man. Oh.
I was telling Cash, I was looking through both of your wish list on Steam the other day when the sale started to see what game or games I can gift you.
Well, now it makes it easier. There's one less. My apologies, man. I just thought, hey, this is a really good price. I've been watching a little bit of that with the long stuff and go, the hell with it. I'm going to get that in a couple DLCs that were like 80 cents each. And boom, there it is. Boom. Actually,
what am I going to do with you? What am I going to do with you? I'm going to make you read this first article. That's what I'm going to do with you.
Hey. Okay, just put it in the chat. Put it in the chat.
I'm putting it in the private chat. Hold your horses.
In some ways, that does kind of sound a little Arnoldish.
A little bit.
Oh, you're having me read from fucking Vice? Ah, jeez. The only thing lower than them is
choose
the
a different news source for a change.
Yeah, well, that's okay. Like I said, at least they're not below Huffington Post or TMZ. So we got an article here from Vice as we
hold on. What? Cash who? Where? Why? Oh, he was here. He was backstage. As soon as I hit that go live button, he ran like the coward he is.
Yep. There is no Cash. Only Boo, a hooligan. God.
And also, I do want to let Stealth as optional members know that if you click on the link at the top of the chat over on YouTube, you can join Baron and I this afternoon.
Well, I suppose it is afternoon. Okay.
Yes. DJ, good to see you, brother.
DJ Ronnie G, nerd in his turtles. Nerdo.
All right, Baron, go ahead and start reading. I'll start scrolling.
Okay, so DJ and Phil and Lady Miss and Snortopoopas, they're all here and they're all ready, so I don't want to disappoint. This article comes from Vice, of course, as I was complaining earlier before. The byline is Denny Connolly. Oh, wow, actually a name that we can pronounce. Headline is Sony files patent for AI-powered censorship tech to alter video game content. And this was dated the
Yesterday.
20th, yes, at 11:21. So there is a new patent in town filed by Sony Interactive Entertainment. See, I kind of rewrote it as I was going along. That's got some good. Reveals that the company is exploring the use of AI for censoring audio and video based on user-provided content filtering parameters. We call those wussies. Sony's automatic bespoke edits of video content using AI patent details. SIE new patent is titled Automatic Bespoke Edits of Video Content Using AI. God, it sounds like a thesis that. Ugh. And the description of the filing reveals that the company is currently exploring ways to use AI-powered tools to tailor entertainment experiences for different users. The patent specifically gives examples of customizing audio video. In case you didn't know, that was AV. We just have to make sure. And oh, by the way, content for video games content. Okay, well, for audio video AV content for video game content. That's a little redundant. Get better, Connolly. If you're going to use ChatGPT, read.
Okay. The way, and this is just my opinion, the way that he should have ended this particular sentence here was examples of customizing video game content. You don't have to do the audio video part. Just specify it as video game content. That covers a wide spectrum.
Right there. I agree with you, but he wanted to try to sound smart. See, AV. See, I know what I'm talking about. Okay. Back to the article. Although this type of functionality would likely be a welcome asset for parents of younger gamers, so it will do a better job of
Parents
GTA
need to be
5.
No, you don't know what parents need to do. Act like a parent.
Do it themselves. It's like, why do you just shoot that lady of the evening? But it's always nice to have a backup. Again, tools, but you don't rely on the tools for everything. You know what I mean? It's whatever would definitely raise some serious
Implementation.
conversations. Thank you. Conversations around the intersection of AI and art. So far, I'm seeing a little bit of stretch there, but okay, we'll go on. Gamers have recently seen how comments around the exploration of AI at Larian Studios have caused a lot of drama for that team. It seems likely that some creators and consumers might take issue with AI altering finished products to help censor them. If the tool merely provides a warning or roadblocks when certain parameters are triggered, that would likely cause much less concern. That said, if the tool actually can make bespoke edits to video and audio content to change or remove certain content, that would be a different story. The patent suggests that the AI tool would act in real time, meaning it could mute the game to silence swear words or blur out nudity or gruesome scenes.
Again, this is where a parent, especially if they're a parent of a child that has a Sony console, a la the PS5, needs to make sure that they put the parental controls in place.
Right. And
They're
really,
there for a reason.
And really, this what I'm reading here so far is something that is in their control and a little bit more detailing down what parameters you want to hit. It's like, okay, I got an older kid here. I don't want him to see the nudity, even though that's the reason why he bought the game. But we can go. It sounds like this is something that's in your control. It's when it gets outside of your control, like Sony, coming in going, okay, we're just going to go in and make sure that this is all out. You can't even get to it. That starts to become the problem. And let's see if that is part of this article, because I have not read ahead. Oh, who are those weird people? Almost looks like
I don't know any of those characters.
Well, one looks like Conan.
I'm not trying to be funny.
No, the one on the lower left almost looks like Conan, but I doubt it. But I don't know who those are. The big
crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and hear the lamentation of their women.
Yeah, I'm in a Conan kick right now, reading through all the Howard stories, and I had that wonderful book that was sent to me by Pop. So, yeah, I'm fully immersing myself in the pulp sword and sorcery stuff. So, almost done with this article. The biggest difference between what this patent proposes and what most current safety settings and parental controls do is that this tool would add an additional safety layer beyond whatever the developers baked into the game. Oh, and this coming from Vice, they know exactly what they mean when they're saying about getting baked. The tool's suggested ability to react to what is happening on the screen and change things on the fly would drastically change the way parents think about age restrictions and which games they allow their kids to play. Hard stop. That's why they have all the warning freaking labels on there. That's why there's
that's why you have the rating system that's been around for the last 30 plus years.
Yeah, the one that was pushed on everybody, and I agree with it too. I don't think there was anything wrong with that, by the way. The parental advisories and stuff like that. That old Tippy Gore and he ran for vice president with Al Gore. Got a mail block on his name, but basically had the game company start doing, which is I find that just getting
Joe Lieberman.
Thank you, Lieberman. I was having a hard time with that. Actually, he was like one of the Democrats I would have voted for at one time. Believe it or not, I now I can't because he's dead. Rest his soul. The patent explains that the tool could be used on most major computer ecosystems. That means that if the tool does make its way from concept to production, it could ultimately have an impact not just on PlayStation owners, but on Nintendo, Xbox, or even PC gamers as well. Keep in mind that this is simply a patent filing, which does not guarantee that the final product will ever actually see the light of day. Back to you, Mike.
When it comes down to this whole thing, I still strongly believe that it's the parents' responsibility to be the parent and make sure they know what type of content their kids are playing when it comes to video games.
Right. I mean, like back in the day when we had Net Nanny and stuff like that. Again, these are tools. These are to help you. This is not to be the ones that take over the job. These things have flaws in them. No matter how good intentioned and well done they still have the ability to not work as such. I mean, Net Nanny back in the day, women were trying to look up about breast cancer, and they were being stopped from going to these sites because, there's naked boobies on there. No, that's not the reason why they're going there. They're not going for naked boobies. No, they're looking for their health.
They're looking for their health. They're looking so they know what they have to look for in order to know whether or not they have breast cancer.
Or
do they have a lump that they need to worry about, need to see a doctor about?
Well, yeah. they have someone and they're learning more about it so they can help along as they're going through their journey to fight it and being as best to support as possible and such instead of being a know-it-all who doesn't know anything. There's many reasons why you go there because you want to learn about it, whether you are one who's suffering or because you know someone who is. So something major. I mean, my God, I'm sure the same thing happened with testicle cancer. Men that were looking up stuff that had to do with what was bothering their junk. It's like, no, you want to see a pee-pee? No, really, I don't want to see a pee-pee, but I wanted to expand a little bit further of possibilities of,
I want to know for medical reasons what
Mhm.
I need to look out for, what I would
Right.
need to see a doctor immediately in
Mhm.
case I did discover
Right.
something that shouldn't be there.
Right, how to do the proper test, women, how to do the proper test on their bosoms, the guy with his testicle, how you go down there and search for what you're searching for, and of course, obviously, that sounds so, but it's not. No, it's part of that medical thing. So
Yeah,
I mean,
so something like that isn't something that I'm gonna act like a teenager and laugh about because it's
no,
serious. It's
right,
life or death, literally life or death.
right. So, I mean, when they had that huge problem back then, and granted, yeah, it was the early days of the internet. They were still learning, but no matter what, we're still learning with the internet. Now,
It changes every day.
right, the biggest thing a parent can do is look at the freaking label or description. They hear little Johnny going, "Hey, mom, I want Bud Curdler 4. The Lady of the Night edition." And it's like right there. First of all, that should have gotten you your little alert thing. Is okay. Let's sit down and take a look. And you look down at what the description is and what they have it listed. Oh, I see. They have partial nudity, graphic violence, drug use. No.
But Anonymous brings up a point. Even in an age of helicopter parents, we have a ton of them that don't care what content they consume.
Well, again, the helicopter parent, they're not there for the kid. They're there for them. It's almost like a Munchausen by proxy. Look at me being the perfect parent while putting their kid through hell, pushing themselves in, like like the Goldbergs, the show, right? And how the mother is always pushing in. It's not for the kid; it's for them. So the helicopter parents are just as bad as the ones that have that attitude. I don't care. Well, you need to have the one that does care, but cares about the children, not themselves, and are the ones that just don't care at all. So that's where I put those helicopter. And remember, helicopter moms are usually either on their way to earning the license and degree, or already have got it of being a Karen.
And DJ says, I wish I had a helicopter parents to take me to school. Landed on the roof.
Yeah, there we go. Lord DJ Urani G. Esquire. So I'll be back after school, and we'll make sure that we look through your dividends and make sure everything's in order. And then we will get to work on your mad scientist laboratory. There we go. That's really nice. Laboratory.
I mean, you have this censorship that, Sony's trying to develop this AI and they're filing for this patent, of course, that could possibly spread to other companies. But,
Well, again, no words in this article I saw where they themselves can go in there and do it. But that doesn't mean that people like us can see the sword of Damocles hanging over it. And the fact that hey, we've seen it before where, oh, we're going to have to edit this because they're showing just a little too much leg.
Lady Miss would like to know what a helicopter parent is.
Oh, really? Oh,
One who is constantly there.
right. They're always pushing their way into their child's life, unnecessarily so. While doing so is making it more about them. Uh, no, if the kid isn't, if the kid hasn't really truly made the team or whatever, they're the ones that goes into the principal's office, or they go into the coach's office and lay their case in no uncertain
It
terms.
says, why hasn't little Janie made the team? Why hasn't little Timmy made the team? They're better than half the kids
Yeah.
out there.
Mhm. They're the ones that evolved into the Karens. And again, nowadays it's just the preliminary steps of becoming a fully licensed Karen.
You can almost call them the Cro Magnum Karen.
Yeah, exactly. Have you ever watched the show The Goldbergs and see how the mom acts? That's a helicopter.
And again, I'm not against protecting kids from things they shouldn't see.
No. Mhm.
What I'm against is where this could lead.
Well, yeah.
Because you're using AI, and we've already seen what AI is doing on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. And the lies that are being told.
Mhm.
YouTube,
So-
we're gonna go after those that are using everything AI and all that, but yet we're gonna give them preferential treatment.
So this is designed to protect children. But who's to say that if this actually happens, that the AI won't go awry,
Mhm.
and someone like you or I are getting censored, and it's like,
Mhm.
what the hell?
Be right back.
All right. But I don't know. What do you all think about it? I mean, again, this could be a case where AI overextends its boundaries, does a little too much censoring. I don't know. I don't have the answer for that one, DJ. DJ says, I think it was because VTubers pre-made channel and premiere them, so it got flagged. I mean, I know recently YouTube took down not just one, but two channels that were doing AI movie trailers. But I hadn't heard about that one on Twitch, but yeah, I don't think that this is a good idea as far as how it potentially be executed. It might sound good on paper, but if this is potentially executed, I think this AI system might go out of control, like we've already seen with other AI systems. Well, there were these two channels that were completely terminated just this weekend. And yet, it's funny because in some aspects, YouTube is pushing AI generated content, and yet you have these two channels that created fake movie trailers and they get terminated. Now, it could be a thing where they were infringing on copyright, and the copyright holders, especially when it comes to Disney and Warner Brothers. Not to say the other studios don't do it either, but when it comes to Disney and Warner Brothers, they are quick to say, no, you can't have this. They'll flag your channel and give you a copyright strike, and you have to appeal. And if you don't win that appeal, well, then that strike remains. Yeah, exactly what they did
Right.
to Tom Connor, Midnight's Edge After Dark, and got him for something on an old channel. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Ridiculous
that's
from
why.
a long time ago. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why I don't think relying on AI is a good idea. You
Yeah.
still
When you
need to
get.
have humans there.
Mhm.
Go ahead, Baron.
Oh yeah. Well, even when the human sits back and says, "No, this is okay," the AI still tells them F off. Um, but yeah, it's wonderful. It's like, oh, we're going to get you for something that when it was done was perfectly okay, and it's basically so far back in the archive, most people probably forgotten about it, and it's not even on your channel. But you know what? We're going to punish you for it now. We're not even going to give you a warning or let you know, hey, there's this. And that's just it. These immediate strikes, no warning.
Well, see, I think also what might have hurt these two channels that produced these trailers is that from what I was reading and hearing about it, they had stopped putting up warnings that and disclaimers saying that this is fan generated content.
Yeah, that honestly really needed because you got to be a special case of whatever to realize that it's not. I mean, just the other day, watching two commercials, right? One is
Mhm.
obviously, everything about it is AI. The guy who's walking along, talking, the voice, the other people are there in there. The whole thing is 100%. I can't even remember what it's for, but it's supposed to be for something somewhat respectable. No mention that this is AI. And then one of the insurance companies out there has this is AI. Of course, it starts out, all you see is the cars. It's like, okay. And then it has animals driving the cars and the ram running into a light pole because it's a ram, or the sheep, the deer are looking at each other, not wanting to drive because they're in each other's, lights, during the headlights look. And it's like, if anybody can't figure out that that's AI, it's just like uh, if they were doing something that was, animated or CGI,
Mhm.
basically same thing in this case, right? Um, you don't need if you think it's real, it's like you're an extra kind of stupid.
Yeah. I mean, I'll admit the image of Dracula that I used for today's show for the thumbnail, I used Grok to generate that. I gave a description, and then that's what it generated. So I said, okay, I'm going to use that because I couldn't find a good image of Dracula that I could use without,
Right.
interfering with copyright.
And by the way, I think Animos is right. That I think it was a tea commercial. Not that I watched The Blaze, but I think what I was seeing was a tea commercial. I don't watch The Blaze. I'm not a big. I don't really like.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right, Lady Miss. There are people that can't tell that something's been AI generated. They look at it and they think it's, it's clear as day that it's real.
Right. So basically, American Liberty. Every time they're doing that thing where the guys are talking on the bench in front of the Lady Liberty that's in the background there, that should be all sat back and said this is used by CGI because that's exactly what it is. I mean, the people are real, but the background, all that stuff. I mean, it's like special effects were used for this because someone actually started thinking, "Oh my God, look, they're in front of. I want to find that same spot, but I can't. Where is it?"
It doesn't
And yes, there are
exist.
people. Yeah, and there are people idiots like that.
It's like anytime I see a video come across, I'm trying to look for the telltale signs that it's AI generated, whether it's how the mouth moves, how the voice sounds, how the eyes,
Mhm.
or their lack of movement. I should point out in this case, because there's very little movement when it comes to some of these. It's like this morning, some people were claiming this clip of The Price is Right was real, but one of the telltale signs it wasn't real was you look at what's supposed to be Bob Barker, it looks nothing like him.
No. Yeah, that's Nora or Snowa or whatever the heck that's called.
Yeah, Sora.
Sora. Yeah, they put that out there, and most of them I see sit back and say, yeah, this is all AI having fun, which I think is amusing. Okay, good. That's a good thing to use for. And not only that, they're not trying to pass it off as anything other than that. They're just passing it off as something stupid. And and thank God for that. We need stupidity in our life. That's why you have the Three Stooges. But other than that, I mean, it is disgusting in so many different ways how this is permeated and it doesn't take much most of the time to realize, oh yeah, this is AI, this is garbage, this is slop.
It's like the ones that people have done for Star Trek. I look at them and go, this is bad.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's kind of the funny thing, right? They have the commercials that are out with the M&Ms, right? And they brought out the all-time classic one. The first one that they ever did. That's where, the Peanut and the plane are walking into about believing Santa Claus, and Santa's there, and he is real. He is real. And Peanut the plane and Santa Claus both pass out. And you look at
you think there's a Santa? I don't know. I've never met the guy. Yeah. He does exist. They do exist. Santa? Yeah, that one right there.
That one. That's the first one, right? So how many years has it been out? The CGI is better than what they're putting out now.
A lot of CGI from 20 years ago is better than what they're putting out now. They rushed too much of it.
Mm-hmm. I think it's more like I don't care. It's just that level of care. Okay, we're going to just whip it out, and we don't care, and
crazy.
Yeah. I whip it out, and I don't care.
Whip this out.
Where are the green M&Ms at? But there's a channel out there that does with it kind of showing like the television through like the Cold War, or even now, and the latest one they put out was Cold War Poland, and seeing they go with the kid shows, right, and they had really good kid shows to the point that they were able to export this to non-Soviet countries. And there's the one stop motion, and you're watching this, and this is a stop motion show that they're doing, over a regular base. I don't know, like how many episodes or how long each episode is. It doesn't matter. If it's a 10-minute one, it's still impressive. And watching how everything is moving on there. You have a group of people, instead of having a bunch of them just static while the main one's doing stuff, everybody's making movements and so smooth. I mean, this is stuff that Harryhausen would sit back and say, yeah, you're S tier. And this is 70s Soviet Poland. And I sit back and go, you can't even find anything like this anymore. And the secret to success is care. They care about it. It was art. Their heart was going in there. And you can even put heart into CGI. You can put heart even into AI. And what I mean by that is you're not happy and you're going to perfect it.
You have to teach the AI, no, this is how I want to look. So you have to be more descriptive.
Mm-hmm. Right, which on some ends helps you out because you start learning to be more descriptive about things out there and noticing things. And, if it's done properly, well, it's not being done properly by these people. Like I said, those movie trailers actually have more soul into them than the stuff that the professional companies are pushing out there. for crying out loud. So, and of course, even by the budget, I mean, these guys, people are doing them at home and such. You know they're not using this top tier computer programming that's available to the others in both in hardware and software, but they're putting stuff out that looks better. Okay, what's the problem, folks? Well, I know what the problem is. They just don't care.
I'm going to bring up a file real quick because it's still on the subject matter of AI.
Mm-hmm.
Just let me
Is it that
pull it
movie
up.
one I sent you earlier?
No. No.
No, it took Cash a couple of hours for him to try to determine if that was an AI or not. But to be honest, his eyes were fixated on only one thing. So
Yeah, I think I know what his eyes were fixated on. But
like that girl that's in Fullerton.
but we're on the subject of AI. There's only one part of this that even has an AI element to it. I want to see if anybody can guess. This is for a future stream. This is the thumbnail I did.
I think the AI was you. No.
It's Christmas, so I'm going to refrain from saying the actual word. I'll just say F you.
To me, my. That's my guess.
No?
You don't have to answer. You don't have to. Oh, I was just going to say you don't have to answer, so it gives the other people a chance. Well, that was my guess.
Let's see. DJ says sea turtles get too much spotlight. I hit send late. That's all right.
Oh. Well, is there like a fight going on between his turtles and sea turtles? It's like, yeah, they're just glory hounds. How about that guy in the front? The guy in the front there.
What, Wolverine? No, nope. That's a screen capture. You're right about where the X is. That is a gradient in Photoshop.
Mm-hmm.
It's one I did.
He's talented.
I wouldn't say talented. I'm trying to teach myself how to, do these things.
I'm sorry. I said it wrong. My apologies. He's talentless.
No, it's what I do when I'm, listening to a stream. If I haven't said anything, even if I have, it's because I'm working on a thumbnail and trying to teach myself how to do certain methods.
Storm?
Without looking it up. Okay. Yeah, you're close. You're very close.
Mm-hmm. I'm just seeing how our boobies are.
No, that's from the screen capture.
Really, it is? It looks like it's kind
But they're okay. I'll let you all know. See where my mouse cursor is pointed?
The eyes.
The eyes. I needed an electric effect, and I couldn't find one that looked good when I looked through PNG files that were free and able to use. So I asked Grok. I said, give an electric blue effect to the eyes. So then once it did that, I went back into Photoshop and I just added more of a comic style to everything.
With all those
for the filters.
With all those thumbnails out there with the clickbait guys with the light eyes just aglow, none of those would have worked. Wow.
Because I wanted to make it look more authentic to Storm.
Yeah, the blue.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, and I think it's a trite argument that people think is intellectual, and I'm sorry. I'm going to offend the quote-unquote artists out there. Not not being, and I'm not trying to be mean about it, but they sit back and say all AI does is steal other people's work to make these. Well, every time you hear someone saying I was inspired by, I was inspired by their style, you can say the same thing about artists when doing
Mhm.
it, right? Uh, the thing is, what do you do with it? Yeah, you're saying to the AI, I want it in the style of this, so it does its best to do that, and not necessarily a full fledged copy, but in the style of,
Or
right?
like I've mentioned before when I was playing Robocop, I had already made my thumbnail. I went into
Mm,
vidIQ's thumbnail generator and I asked it to, smooth it out a little bit
mm,
and, take what I had done and see what it could do. And I liked what it did.
mm-hmm. See,
It's still from the same thumbnail I made. It just made it look better.
right. And the thing is, artists, whether they draw, whether they write, whether they, it doesn't matter across the board. There's that inspiration from many, and they use it. I mean, there's people. Oh, I like the Frank Frazetta art style, so they try to do, uh, their inspiration from it. Not
Mhm.
a full fledged copy, but the thing is, you can say the same thing right now. You're copying them.
No.
You're stealing from them, and that goes under that same thing about the racial appropriation crap. Oh, I like this from this culture, and you start, like a jewelry or maybe even outfit or whatnot. And you get screamed at for racial appropriation when you're actually just showing cultural appreciation.
Hmm. And I
No,
want to
don't
say
go
hello
down
to
that silver
Shane
line. Yeah, Shane, hi.
over on the Rumble side. I hope you're doing well this Sunday, brother.
Hmm. And Anonymous, you're absolutely right. Between making it for yourself and making it to sell. I mean, I think there does get to a level of coding that person does that does give them the right to sell it because of all the work. Because there's some people that do a lot of, it take a lot of time and effort to do something. But then you got someone out there that just slops something together in a few minutes, maybe 15 minutes, and they put it on their Deviant account or wherever, and say $5 and it's yours. I'm selling it, which is that's going out and
There have been places where they've noticed that whether it's on a T-shirt, whether it's on a quote unquote painting, they notice that it's AI generated. They said, "No, we don't want this AI slop."
Mhm. Right.
And real quick, Shane says, "Jingle bells, Phil smells. Baron is a fascist. Oh,
Amen.
what fun it is to see my friend Mike on TV."
You're on TV.
Well, for some people, they are watching us on the TV,
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes I do.
the
If I'm on
phone,
or whatever.
the tablet, the
Mhm.
computer.
Like the other day, I watched just a little bit of the show and gave a like, and it was on the big TV. And since he sat back and said being a fascist, fine. Okay, there we go. Just for you, Shane.
Well, what- the proof is in the pudding, Baron.
Hmm. Yes, you're right. But remember, thank dear leader. Remember, leave a pack of cigarettes and some alcohol in front of your pictures of dear leader in on Christmas Eve, so you get nice presents.
But as I've said, I think AI censorship, as far as where Sony wants to take it, is a bad idea for gaming. Parents still need to be the ones who say, "No, you're not playing this game. You're not old enough."
They could give the parents the tool, but the parents have got to have the knowledge to realize that they're the ones that are the main controller, and you're using this tool to help you.
Mhm.
And know that all tools have flaws. So to be
Yep.
constant vigilant on it, just don't. Okay, click the button. Everything's safe. I'll just go and talk to the girls now. And that's the dad.
Okay, Billy. Okay, Billy and Jeannie, go ahead and play your game.
Mm-hmm. Blood Soaker 54.
Well, okay then. Let's go ahead and get into our next article, shall we?
If you insist.
Well,
come on.
I think this is a good one to get into because of the impact he made on Star Trek. All right, this comes from Fandom Pulse, and it is by Fandom Pulse. Nobody wanted to take credit for the article, I guess.
They never do it, Fandom Pulse. Ever notice that? It's just Fandom Pulse. They don't even say who the actual writer is.
No. Even if it was a team.
Yeah. I've never seen a byline other than Fandom Pulse. So.
But this article was posted on their website on December 18th. And it says Star Trek writer David Gerrold saddled with heavy medical bills after being diagnosed with leukemia. Yeah. Hate to hear that.
Yeah, that's what did my grandma in.
Really hate to hear that. And, you know, whether you agree with him on his politics or don't, no. Yeah. Cancer, no, you don't wish that on anybody.
Mm-hmm. I mean, David Gerrold can be a bit of an asshole, but again, like we said across the board, it doesn't mean that they deserve it, you know. Or appreciate their talent.
David Gerrold is most famous for writing the Star Trek episode The Trouble with Tribbles. And recently, he's made public his diagnosis of leukemia via a GoFundMe page to assist with his medical bills. And I will go ahead and copy the link for that GoFundMe and place it in the chat on YouTube and Rumble. If anybody would like to donate, if you're able to. With a long career in science fiction to his name, David Gerrold is still best known for his contribution to Star Trek with the infamous Tribbles episode, which launched a secondary career selling plush toys based on his creation that still sells widely at conventions to this day.
Yeah. Dude.
Yeah. Very true. Very true.
Little fuzzies.
Hairballs. David Gerrold has gotten himself into controversy in recent years with attacks on right-wing authors and science fiction, infamously adding onto a cancellation pile during the Sad Puppies campaign to restore the Hugo Awards to its former greatness in the mid-2010s, and like many aging writers in the field, now is faced with a medical crisis.
Mm-hmm.
He elaborated as to his problems on his GoFundMe page. I'd been putting this off, hoping it wouldn't be necessary, but finally, Sean came to me and said, "Dad, stop playing the hero. You have to do a GoFundMe. We can't dig this hole any deeper. I saw your hospital bill." I said, "Sean, there are people with much worse situations, much greater needs, and people should donate to them first."
Yes,
He stopped me again. Dad, you had a pulmonary embolism in August. The doctor said you could have died, and you still have bills to cover from that. I saw the hospital bill, $19,000. Yeah, very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Medical cost isn't cheap. Medical coverage isn't cheap.
Mm-mm.
Well, Medicare and Vermont WellCare are supposed to, but they haven't yet. And we don't know what they'll cover. And there's another $3,000 in other health-related bills. And you're still not done. They did your blood test and found hairy cell leukemia. You have 6 doctor's appointments coming up between now and February. So don't tell me that you're fine. Now I can see the difference. You're a lot slower. Your breathing is harder because you're still recovering. You're not Superman. You have people who care about you and want to help.
Mhm.
They want to help me finish the series, so let them help. I really think I can manage for the next few months. I have. And what about Charlie's vet bill and all your other payments? I saw your finances. Instead of paying those down, you bought the new bike you promised Aiden for Christmas. You need to think about yourself right now. Big sigh. Sheesh. You do Jewish guilt better than your grandma. Who do you think taught me? But as I said above, I don't like to beg, so here's something in return. A link to the first 80 pages of A Nest of Nightmares, the next book in the Tour series.
Mhm.
I don't even know if I said that right.
Yeah, I don't know. It's always hard, but yeah.
I have 6 chapters to write to finish. My goal is to use December and January to finish the book. Gerald has run several GoFundMe campaigns in the past, including one for his vet bills and one to help his child cover bills when he was struggling,
Mhm.
as well as a couple more that have since been taken down. Another for our dog's vet bills, and one titled A Bubble in the Cash Flow, where he said he was struggling with finances in 2017, shortly after the sad puppies incident. As he stated before, he does post new short stories to go with these, so go ahead and read his GoFundMe's to get some of David Gerrold's short stories. But it says here, since he likes to feel like he's giving something in return, and it says the current GoFundMe has been one of the most successful to date, raising more than 50,000 of the 60,000 he's requested as of this writing. With fans outpouring generosity based on the news of his health condition, this is similar to the love shown to Star Trek novel and comic writer Peter David over the last several years when he had his health problems and GoFundMe campaigns related to those. And of course, we lost him this year, and we can't afford to lose David Gerrold this year.
Mhm.
We've lost too many people this year, Baron, including
Yeah.
your father.
That's correct.
Phantom Pulse wishes David Gerrold well and prays for his speedy recovery. For all we know, there could have been some people at Phantom Pulse that might have donated. We don't know. They're not going to say because why? They don't want the spotlight on them. It's about trying to help someone in need. And Shane says medical insurance scams cause treatments to be expensive. Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah. I don't care who you are. It's always been a scam.
Snake oil salesman, anybody?
Mm-hmm.
Love my snake oil, I tell you what.
But it is unfortunate to find out that, someone who is beloved in the Star Trek community and has written, outside of trouble Tribbles is struggling with something that, many people have fought against, and unfortunately the outcome has been different for each and every person.
Right. I don't even know what hairy cell leukemia is. That's the first time I heard of it.
I am going to look it up, Baron.
Okay. Please do. Please do. But yeah, I mean, meeting him and being part of that, I mean, he was a very cordial man when I met him and was part of the conversation with him and Fred Pohl. Of course, this kid was manning his booth for a little bit when I went to buy the the two scripts that he did, one for Babylon 5 and his never produced one until James Cawley did it for Phase 2, Blood and Fire, which was, him tackling the issue of AIDS. And he had some choice things to say. I got his book on how to write. Had some interesting choice things to say about his Star Trek experience in the Next Generation phase, which of course, basically, if you look at his Star Wolf series of books, you can see that that's his shots right back at Roddenberry. Basically, an anti-Star Trek. And whatnot, but very talented. I mean, he probably gave one of the best episodes of Star Trek ever. I mean, ever, with a message in it amongst the humor and realistic humor to the situation, and which is probably why a lot of people really do identify to that episode. Plus the fact he had the Tribbles. And David Gerrold realized after the fact that, oh my God, I kind of plagiarized H. Beam Piper with his book, Little Fuzzies. H. Beam was dead by that time, but of course, he never hid that fact, and he was very apologetic to it. And I think the family said, "Dad, don't worry about it. Nothing to worry about there." And you can get that Little Fuzzies, by the way, on Gutenberg, along with H. Beam Piper's Space Vikings. As I say, they might sound ridiculous, but it's a great book.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he of course, like I said, he wrote for Babylon 5 as one episode. That one episode, he contributed so much in the prose end of things. A very talented man. Yeah, a bit of a pain in the ass sometimes. Going with his myopic politic mindset that we don't want opposing viewpoints, which is sad considering that he worked on Star Trek at one time. But I suppose it shows all of us can turn into cranky old people as we go along. I mean, he's got to be in his 80s now, or early 80s, very late 70s, early 80s.
I was almost thinking in his late 70s.
Mm-hmm.
I'll find out how old he is after I read this from the Mayo Clinic. And
yeah, I mean, I got a computer. I can do that too. But you can hit us with that.
hairy cell leukemia is a cancer of the white blood cells. The white blood cells help fight off germs. There are a few different types of white blood cells. The white blood cells involved in hairy cell leukemia are called B cells. B cells are also called B lymphoids. I can never say that.
Mm-hmm.
It says in hairy cell leukemia, the body makes too many B cells. The cells don't look like healthy B cells. Instead, they've undergone changes to become leukemia cells. The leukemia cells look hairy under a microscope. Hairy cell leukemia cells keep living when healthy cells would die as part of the natural cell life cycle. The leukemia cells build up in the body and cause symptoms. Hairy cell leukemia often gets worse slowly. Treatment might not need to start right away. When it's needed, treatment is usually with chemotherapy. Scientists found a type of cancer that looks like hairy cell leukemia, but it gets worse much faster. This other type of cancer is called hairy cell leukemia variant. It's considered a separate type of cancer from hairy cell leukemia, even though it has a similar name. And then it lists the symptoms: feeling of fullness in your belly that may make it uncomfortable to eat more than a little at a time, fatigue, easy bruising, recurring infections, weakness, losing weight without trying. And it says when to see a doctor, make an appointment with your healthcare provider if you have any persistent signs or symptoms that worry you. And then it goes into the causes. It's not clear what causes hairy cell leukemia. Hairy cell leukemia begins in the white blood cells. The white blood cells help fight germs in the body. There are a few types of white blood cells. The white blood cells involved in hairy leukemia B. Okay, so that's pretty much everything that we read up above. Risk factors: older adults, hairy cell leukemia can happen at any age, but most people diagnosed with hairy cell leukemia are in their 50s or 60s. It's rare in children. Males, hairy cell leukemia can happen to anyone, but it's more likely in males. Complications. It says hairy cell leukemia often gets worse very slowly. Sometimes it stays stable for many years. For this reason, few complications of the disease occur. And it says too few healthy blood cells. If there are too many leukemia cells in the body, they can crowd out the healthy blood cells. That can lead to infections. Your body needs healthy white blood cells to fight off germs. If your body can't make enough healthy white blood cells to, you might get infection. It says bleeding. Your body needs healthy pellet. Gosh, I can't even say it. Patellet. There we go. Cells to control bleeding. If the number of patellets in your blood is low, you might notice that you bruise more easily. You might also have bleeding from the nose or gums. And anemia. Your body needs healthy red blood cells to carry oxygen through your body. Having too few red blood cells is called anemia. Anemia can make you feel very tired.
I'm just taking a look at a picture of him of this year, and boy, does he not look good, sadly. And he's 81 years old. So, yeah.
Okay.
So, we're in that same age mindset of what he was. He was 22 years old when he saw The Man Trap and was inspired in Star Trek and was submitting things to Paramount, one of which was called Tomorrow Was Yesterday, which Kuhn said, no, Gene Kuhn said, nope. He rejected the outline, but it was about them coming across a ship that was launched from Earth centuries earlier. So you can kind of think that, maybe some of that basis went into our first Khan story, the space seed. But he he had went out there and wrote 2 episodes of the animated series, More Tribbles, More Troubles, and BEM. And he was the one that crowned Kirk with the middle name of Tiberius, which of course then was used in Star Trek VI. A lot of stuff that he did in his nonfiction book, The World of Star Trek, were incorporated into the Next Generation, which he was heavily involved in. And again, that was all around the Blood and Fire incident. And he, put a divide between him and Roddenberry after that. Of course, he was in the motion picture as an extra, and he was also in Trials and Tribulations as a security guard for that episode as a cameo appearance.
Well, which is appropriate since they're basically taking his original episode and revisiting it.
And basically, it's his seal of approval to it. It's like, yeah. I mean, he wrote The Martian Child, which was made into a movie with John Cusack in 2007. I think that was basically kind of centered around him and his adopted son, because he got his adopted son out of foster care, and I guess the poor guy went through. And I met the kid too. but went through a lot of hell at that time, and he was trying to make make life better. Especially as being a single father, just one person adopting his kid, which is in many ways unheard of. Uh, because usually they want parents, or if it does go to a single person, a woman, and of course he being homosexual too, probably laid a little bit of issues on that one, even though in the book, the story in Martian Child, the father was straight, which shows it just doesn't matter if you're straight, gay, whatever. It doesn't matter. He never really went out there and flaunted his homosexuality like that, except for he wanted to have that one episode looking at the AIDS crisis, figuring that, hey, this is Star Trek. We do this type of thing. And Roddenberry, nah, forget about it. Of course, he also, besides with his nonfiction, he did, of course, the as I said, the world of Star Trek, but he also had his the making of Troubles with Tribbles, and his how to write a book out there, which is what was the Worlds of Wonder: How to Write Science Fiction and Fantasy, which was in 2001. Even if you do not plan on writing, even if you are you're just someone who enjoys this stuff, get the book. It has a lot of great insights in things and personal anecdotes. So, yeah, I mean, he's had himself quite a career. Twilight Zone, writing on. He's the one who invented the Sleestack. So Lorenzo Sleestack should definitely thank him for creating him. So yeah, I mean, this is a man with multiple talents and passion. Multiple and again, like we said, we lost too many. We don't want to lose him too soon. Again, I mean, I know 81 years old, yippee skip, but no, I mean, honestly, we don't want him to go, and not like this.
No.
Have another 10 years, go 91, 92, 93. Look at Shatner, he's 94, 95, or whatever now. You lose track after a little bit, but you don't want them, and he's still writing. It's like we still want him to get these, get stuff out, his passion. Yeah, we appreciate.
We would still want good stories, science fiction or otherwise.
Right, and it's not it's not just for us that we want him to be around, but this is his passion, so we want him to be around for that, for continuing his passion that he's sharing with us. So, yeah.
So, I hope he gets, of course, the medical help that he needs, but I hope he also gets the financial help that he desperately needs right now. Right. To take care of his bills.
Yeah, I mean, with that coming out there, and how well he was hiding this, other than the fact of how he looked, that it's out there. He's obviously was keeping it secret. I'm sure there'd be a lot of people within the writing community that would want to help him out. And I'm sure there's many people that do enjoy his work, his passion, that would be as well.
Yeah. And again, I'm just praying for him, and I don't know what else to say. I mean, I've known people. I'm sure you've known people, and everybody who's here with us has known somebody who, unfortunately, has passed away due to cancer.
Right. Like I said, my grandmother passed away back in '97 of leukemia. She had a hard, long battle with that one, and finally, the time was up, sadly. And the dreaded C word always seems to affect everybody in some fashion or another.
So I know some people don't believe in it, but my thoughts and prayers are with him and his family.
Definitely. And you can see that again, that tragedy and having a laugh tragedy uh, that the Jewish people are really uh, good at. It's like you outdrew even your grandmother. It's like, oh, where do you think I learned it from? I mean,
Hmm.
obviously,
We learn different aspects of our own personality from those who were around.
right, especially when we want to keep people around.
Hmm.
Mhm.
But I don't know that the movie theaters are keeping people around. At least what Hollywood is releasing,
Oh yeah, that's
because
something that needs to be put on life support big time.
there's a movie that its last sequel got a pretty good audience. We know somebody who thoroughly enjoyed the sequel to the movie Avatar. Well, Fire and
Mhm.
Ash. I I'm I would think that if I were James Cameron, I'd be disappointed with its opening weekend numbers.
Mhm.
All right,
Oh
so
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mojo has their numbers updated for this past weekend. And the number one movie, yes, was Avatar Fire and Ash. However, is this the amount, and this is the domestic amount, is this the amount that Disney was looking for, that James Cameron was looking for?
One word, no. Honestly, you expect it to be over 100,
Mm-hmm.
120 at least. And even
Yeah.
I think that'd be a little bit of a disappointment to
Yeah, I mean, only 88 million in its opening weekend here in the States. Let's see how it did
him. Hmm.
in the rest of the world. Well, the rest of the world loves it,
Woo! Look at that, folks. Yeah.
but if I recall correctly, and I'll have to look it up here on IMDb to find out the numbers, but I thought The Way of Water did a lot better in its opening weekend.
Especially domestically.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up a separate window and I'm going to find out what The Way of Water's opening weekend numbers were just a few years ago.
Hmm. Of course, nothing to say about because I don't know how the movie is. I haven't even heard any reviews from the movie. Uh, and to be honest, that
I
has
fell
been
asleep during the first one. It bored me.
yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I was never interested in these Avatar movies, to be honest with you. But that's me. That's me. And I know a certain top hatted orca loves these films, which is great. And I know people that were just in love with the first film. And uh, basically, the only thing I was getting out of why did you like this film was eye candy. That it looked beautiful.
Mhm.
And the story was kind of that second rate thing to it. Just like all the people want to do is just go into this big theater, especially if they have 3D, and just be immersed into a true alien world. Um, and of course, the next one, of course, did like you said, did well as well. When I think I did say this the other week, it's like, yeah, this movie could go one of two ways, and it went. I'm sorry, 88 million domestically. Yeah, didn't go the right way. Now, again, worldwide, wow, wow, that's impressive. Which again, on my aspect of this, you would think that our box office would be at least over 100 mil,
Mhm.
and even 120 would be too low. Maybe it should, when you look at it, maybe it should, it's like 150 or whatnot for that first weekend. But no, this is the holiday season too. People are
Yeah.
supposed to be going to see movies.
Yeah, that's why I'm also surprised that Fire and Ash, only made 88 million,
Yeah.
because The Way of Water was also released this time back in 2022, and I'm trying to get somebody's site to tell me what the box office was, and let's see. Will this site tell me? Okay. All right, so Avatar: The Way of Water. I'll bring it up here. I gotta magnify it because it's very small print. Or text, I should say, not print.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna switch screens real quick.
The bait and switch.
No, not a bait and switch.
I know, I'm just teasing.
But same production budget as Fire and Ash,
Mhm.
Avatar: The Way of Water had, but in its opening weekend, it made 134 million.
Mhm.
And this was 3 years ago.
Right.
And,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
the first
Avatar-
one made 77 million.
But that was what 2009, so you could bump it up a little bit because of inflation now. So,
Mhm.
but it was the first experience. So,
And Anonymous says, I had to go watch Housemaid with my wife yesterday. Total chick flick. Place was filled with women and a few husbands like myself who had no other choice of movies. Happy wife, happy life. Anonymous.
this is a golden opportunity for a single man. You go in there as a single man and hopefully better looking than me, and you sit in there and you watch it, and they can see that you're by yourself. The single
He's
ones,
got
and
a
maybe,
sensitive side.
yeah, maybe even a few of the married ones will flock to you, wanting to spend a little bit more time with you. So,
I'm not
it's like,
Cash, Baron.
I'm not saying you. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm talking to men in general that are single.
Okay, none of us are Cash. We don't
No,
have a chin to draw everyone's attention to.
that Ben Affleck good looks that he's got.
And Anonymous does say if Cameron has stopped at the first one, it would be more respected. Even with his and corporate slant that we see in most of his movies, but he had to flop out the same story over and over. Yeah, that's what I heard about the last one, The Way of Water. It was just, the same story, this time told in a different aspect. How we doing
Well,
today,
yeah,
Pat? I want to be doing good, brother. How are you doing?
it's a Pat I wanna be. But well, and see, that's just it. That's James Cameron. He
Yeah.
just remake the movie. That's why I'm not as impressed with Terminator 2 as I am with Terminator. I think Terminator 1 was well, much better going out there and how they did everything. And all it was is, okay, let's just make everything splashy and turn Arnold into a good guy for the second one. It's like, no, there's a lot more deep meaning in the first one. If James Cameron would have gone different with Terminator 2 and not make it a blatant copy of his own work, it would work. It would be better. But yeah, he's a copycat. I mean, he's basically like Roger Corman with a budget.
Yeah, that and Lady
Where
Missus.
he had to start.
I don't like chick flicks. Too much lovey-dovey stuff. Nah, Lady Miss wants a good action film, wants a good horror film, wants a good sci-fi film. Am I right in that aspect, Lady Mist? gosh, Anonymous.
Do, 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 do.
Well, wait. Sydney Sweeney Bob's. So was Sydney Sweeney in this movie that you watched, Anonymous, or am I completely losing the whole track of the
Look.
conversation?
If she was in this film, shut up.
Yeah. Yeah, man up and look at her when she's on the screen, but make sure your wife doesn't notice how you're looking at her.
Yeah.
And Lady Miss says monster is scary, but not gory and sci-fi.
Yeah, I'm not into the gory stuff
Yeah.
either. I want
It depends on what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Whether
Well, good.
whether we have interest in it or not, or if we look at it and go, nah.
I mean, American Werewolf in London had an appropriate amount of gore for the film that it was. It was more than just a gore film, but it had its gore. But of course, something like Fright Night, The Howling, not The Howling 2, but The Howling, are many of these others are your house of horrors that you have out there. So from the Hammer films.
Okay. And Anonymous, then what are you complaining about? You had a good-looking woman to look at on the screen.
And I was going to say
during this chick flick.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just it. It's like, here we go. I mean, saw a picture of her. Yeah. I mean, I saw a picture of Sydney Sweeney the other day, and I admired it for some time.
I still want to watch the movie she was in about Christy Martin. Christy.
Oh, yeah.
I know it didn't do well at theaters, but I'm still curious about it.
Now, granted, I don't think she is the best of actresses out there, but...
No, I'm not saying she is either. The best or the worst.
Right, but, she's eye candy. She's got good genes. Boy, does she got great genes. And she knows how to fill genes, too.
But, yeah, I'm like I said, I'm just surprised at this 88 million domestically. Yeah. Internationally, well, they obviously love the film.
Oh, yeah. I bet you it did well in Japan and South Korea. I'll put money down on that one. Now, what other places, I'm trying to figure what other places, maybe China went nuts over it too. So those are my three big guesses of some of the money coming in. Other than that, I don't know what other countries would be dumping that much money in to see the film. I mean, and I'm talking about population-wise. It's like there's only so much. Like Australia. I mean, how many people live in Australia, and whatnot. So I don't know how that did there. Or India. I mean, who knows about India? It's not Bollywood. I mean, they didn't get into dance or anything like that in there. If they did that, they probably have the India market all sold. I mean, you'd have to add another category, India, and it'd be like 500 million if they had the dancing. Yeah, I'll spend my rupees for this. Now, where's the Bobs?
And this is an appropriate. This is an appropriate movie to have, especially during this week of Christmas, David. And so this is a good one to take the kids to, take the family to, and
I didn't even know about this one, but yeah, it's a good Hanukkah film. Good Hanukkah film.
I think Pops may have done a review on it. Excuse me.
I wouldn't be surprised. The housemaid.
And Patty says, I bet she could act circles around Pam Anderson.
Yeah, well,
Possibly.
with all, yeah,
But
with all
but
the
really, I mean, with those two in the same room, would we honestly be paying attention to the acting? I'm speaking truthfully.
yeah. Pam Anderson before she got all the crap dumped on, the plastic this and the plastic
Yeah.
that. She,
Natural looking Pam Anderson.
yeah, the after Pam, she dropped on the hot scale in my personal opinion. But if you had the younger pre plastic Pam Anderson, or if she would have stayed as she was as she's getting older, which I think she would have aged a lot more gracefully than she has now, because again, plastic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can tell that she had work done. And
yeah. Having those two on the same screen at the same time, it's like, it's like, daughter, MILF, daughter, MILF.
and I want to thank Evil Ken for following the Rumble channel.
Ooh, this Evil
Welcome
Ken.
aboard.
I bet you he's got
Evil. But here
Eepa,
is
Eepa.
here is Anonymous's new favorite movie, The Housemaid, starring Sydney Sweeney. I don't know who the other girl is, but it made 18 million.
Yeah.
18
Rated
million,
R.
folks. Yeah, it's rated R. But
I mean,
here
if
it
it's
says
rated-
19 million, so
Yeah. I mean, you'd think, you know what? If they would have showed boobies, it probably would be making more.
wait, I
because-
thought Anonymous said it did show boobies.
Did they show boobies? Did they show her bobs? The word. I mean, if you got the word like that out, there'd be more men to women ratio.
Well, of course. Let's face it. As men, we do gravitate to attractive women, and
we're pigs.
the same goes to women. They gravitate to attractive women, but they also gravitate to attractive men.
Ooh, he says I plenty of biddies.
So it wasn't a total loss, Anonymous.
Yeah, you know what? You're going in with that sympathy ploy. Come on.
Come on, man. Your wife said that she wanted to see The Housemaid. You looked to see who was in it, and you went, okay, yeah, I'll go and take one for the team. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
This last one, he loses his man card on. He's complaining, and he goes, "There's 50 Shades level of Humpty Dumpty going on." Okay, I mean, you come in here trying to make us feel bad for you, and then we start finding out that we have Sydney Sweeney Bobs and basically wall to wall Humpty Dumpty. It's like, okay, you know what? You lose. No. You get. Honestly, we shouldn't even have to say this.
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
All right, youngster, out you go.
Don't come back. Ever.
That was from the both of us, Anonymous.
Oh, wah.
It's awkward sitting next to old ladies and watching her get railed from behind. Might as well be watching it with my mom. Oh,
come on.
jeez.
You just should have walked over and go, "Hey, you mind giving me a handy?"
Oh, God, Baron.
I bet you she would have been up for it. Yeah.
God, dude. Come on, man. Baron Orman
Poor
Tagge.
Lady Mist.
Lady Mist is going, I hate you guys right now.
Yeah,
I literally hate you guys right now.
If we don't do that once,
but Lady Mist, we are men.
Men, manly men. Ooh.
I will admit, I don't care who hears this. I am attracted to attractive women. Now, it's up to you to think, well, what does Mike consider attractive women? That's the mystery you have to solve.
The nanny.
Dirty old men.
Yep.
Well, you know, it's better to be a dirty old man than a grumpy old man.
How about a grumpy, dirty old man? You know, some of those young ladies like that grumpy old man type of thing. They figure, oh, he's so grumpy. I'll do something to make his day.
I you know what? I don't consider it grumpy old man. I just consider it the clean on the side of me.
Cranky old fans. Still hasn't worked for Cash though.
No, I don't know if it ever will.
Yeah. And let's see. We're okay. First of all, before continuing here, 1 hour 41 minutes, and no, I'm going to be back. Don't worry, guys.
He's full of it. He's full of it. We're on to you, Cash.
Yeah. Oh no. You no.
Whoa. Wait.
No.
Wait. Hold on there. Ways to fix that? No snip whatsoever. No. Oh, no. No. You stay away.
Nothing like feeling the sway as you're walking down the street.
You know, that's why Lady Miss hangs around. She can listen to us, but she can also throw her own punches.
Yeah, and this case kind of low.
Yeah. Oh, very, very low. Me without a cup.
What? You have to use a cup? I have a thimble.
Well, I probably do now with Lady Mist. She wants to do the snippy snip.
Well, no, but I mean, you have to use a cup. I use a thimble.
Good for you.
Yeah.
And Pata says, even Billy Bob got a hot girl in Bad Santa.
You know, women out there seem to have the hots for Billy Bob. I think he looks like he's strung out on heroin most of the time, but that's me. I mean, I don't know. I mean, honestly, one across the board, I don't know. I'm so disinterested in guys. I don't even know what women like.
I don't know.
Guys, because
I don't know.
It just like men, it can run the gamut. You know, some like the dad bod, some like the Fabio, some like the Arnold, and then of course, you know, I just hope there's those that like the mini planetoid like I have.
Well, maybe your gravitational pull will draw them toward you.
Yeah, well, my gravitational pull is a pusher, not a puller. So, hey, whoa, that could be taken wrong. Printing.
And Anonymous says, can you say eunuch?
No. Oh, maybe for you. We'll just make sure. We'll just make sure your wife knows that you were trying to get a handy from the old lady next to you while watching. So we'll see how it goes for you.
I don't even want to picture that, Baron. I don't think Anonymous wants to picture that either.
What do you mean? He lived it. How can he doesn't have to picture it. As he sits there in the she shed, remembering under the warm glow.
I know what he probably wanted to see this weekend. The SpongeBob movie, Search for SquarePants.
Where do we at for movies with SpongeBob? I mean,
I don't know. I've lost track.
Yeah. Although you'd think that Sponge would bring in a little bit more than that.
Maybe SpongeBob has, as far as his popularity concerned, died down a little bit. I mean, especially
Probably.
when the original creator has passed away, so now it's in the hands of people that really don't understand the character as well as the original creator.
Well, not only that, want to go into strange directions with him too.
Yeah.
But look at that worldwide, though. Oh my word! Where did they show it?
I don't know. Mexico, maybe.
I think it would have brought a lot of people out in Mexico. I'm thinking that a back alley theater somewhere is in Abu Dhabi. I don't know.
And Anonymous, that could also be something that really turned people away too, was the look of the movie.
Yeah. They need to keep it to the classic animation style.
Unfortunately, 2D is out of date in Hollywood's eyes.
Yeah,
I still like 2D animation.
Yeah. I love 2D animation. What do you mean? I mean, it's amazing what they can do with it.
Zootopia 2 has really dropped off domestically.
Yeah. Well, it
hasn't dropped off internationally. I mean, look at its total right now.
Right. I mean, yeah. I mean, we thought it was kind of a weak start here in the States when it first came out. I mean, it's respectable but weak. But yeah, and then we saw the worldwide, and it's like, wow. Hey, Jimmy Gunn. Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy. Look at this. Look at this. Zootopia kicked your ass.
If Superman couldn't even reach close to $1 billion, they'll have it before the week's out. No, it's an actual SpongeBob movie, but the way the 3D animation looks,
yeah.
If I were a kid, I wouldn't want to see it.
I think it would have done better if Ralph Bakshi did do it like like one of his works,
And Anonymous probably should have seen SpongeBob or Zootopia.
He identifies too much with Patrick. That's the trouble.
Now, as far as the rest of the box office is concerned, well, we have Five Nights at Freddy's. It's in its third week, and it made $7.2 million, and that brings it up to $108 million domestically, with its international total at $92 million to give it $201 million worldwide. I guess that's good for that movie.
Yeah, I mean, depends on again on the budget and all that. I mean, if they had a decent budget that didn't go crazy, they'd be doing good in the shows.
They'd be doing good, unlike Wicked for Good, which has a total domestic gross of $320 million in its fifth week, but if I'm not mistaken, it's fallen well short of the first one.
Ooh, international?
Yeah.
The worldwide, I would be expecting that this should have been, at least to that worldwide level domestically, if not hitting lower fives.
Because let's real quick take a look and see what the first one did last year altogether.
Yeah. Because I know all we heard about for I don't know how long was Wicked this, Wicked that, and then her getting pissy because someone tried to make it look more like the Broadway poster, and she thought it was a slight against her ethnicity and all that. And then we found out what her ethnicity was, basically demon spawn from hell. I mean, that's what she looks like. And it's not because of skin color either. It's like she's out of Dungeons and Dragons Monster Manual book. Those long nails and that such a thin body that the bones are popping out type of thing.
Well, even look at Ariana Grande. She doesn't look healthy to me.
Well, yeah, I mean, again, she, and she's in the same category. I mean, you just have ebony and ivory versions of the same thing. It's like, oh my god, what the hell happened? You both of you, and I mean this out of my heart. And you're like, you're just being Charles. No, I'm being honest. I'm concerned. They don't look good.
No.
And I know what Hollywood sometimes does to young women or middle-aged women.
They get in their heads and say, you have to, look at this way. You have to take this. Ozempic is one of the popular weight loss drugs that Hollywood seems to be gravitating toward right now. And I'm sorry, I'm not taking something that gives me that quick of a weight loss.
Right.
It's not good for your body.
Well, I mean, Ozempic is just like what Fen-Phen was. Fen-Phen was actually a very decent drug, except for one thing. Fen-Phen was only supposed to be used for a certain amount of time, and you stop at the most 3 months, right? But you had all the doctors out there and all of them coming in there, and they were keeping them on Fen-Phen for a year, maybe 2 years, and all of a sudden, before they knew it, they're shitting out their liver. Right. And then it's like, oh, it's Fen-Phen's fault. It's the pharmacy's fault. When this time you can't go after the pharmacy because they made it well known. This is what you do. It was the doctors who were getting the money off of this, or the medical centers that were getting the money off of all these people on it. Now Fen-Phen, again, the same thing. It's used for people who are at a certain obesity level that need to drop weight fast to get them into a healthier zone so they can now take over and get into a better diet regime. But no, what are we getting? The people that do truly need this are not getting it because of people in Hollywood and your Midwest housewives or whatnot, your Karens and all that want to, get, my hips are just a little bit wider now. I think I need to take this stuff. And before you know it, you look like the demon spawn, like the two leads of Wicked. And of course, them in there, and it's dangerous.
It is.
It's dangerous. And when they don't look healthy, when you see somebody on the screen, just like, a picture I saw of David Gerrold, which I sat back and said that was taken this year, it's like, oh my God, he doesn't look healthy. And you're not going from a troll aspect, you're going from concern. The same thing with these two. Same thing with these
it's
two.
not
I'm
us
concerned.
Being objective or criticizing them on their physical appearance. We're concerned for their physical appearance.
Yeah, I mean, no way in shape is me being critical. I mean, me as a fat man in America today, I'm not going to go out there and shame people for their body. I mean, again, pots and kettles type of thing. But if I start appearing that I don't look good, when I have the camera on. I don't have it on today, but I'm going to try to put my camera on more often. And people notice that. I hope they do say something. He's like, hey, Baron, you're not, is everything okay? And I take that as a sign of concern. People saying that, Ariana or whatever the other one's name
Cynthia Erivo is.
Cynthia. Yeah, Cynthia.
The other actress's name.
You don't. Yeah, it's like, oh my God, are you well? Is everything okay? You're not going from a place of hate, and that's the one thing. When they keep screaming "troll," right? We're being trolled. I think most of that is bullshit. It's just the fact that people are coming with concern, and they're deciding to turn it that way because their fifis got hurt or something like that. What we're seeing is not what they see in the mirror, which people who have eating disorders or whatnot, the weight loss disorders or weight gain disorders, because you even have that, the people that, the feeders and the ones that want to be fed, they don't see it in the mirror. And that's just it. It's, and they look at it as an insult. And, but the thing is you look at Karen Carpenter and and how she went. It's like it's not trolling her. I mean, back in that day, it's like people were concerned.
They were, and unfortunately, we lost Karen Carpenter.
Oh yeah, she was a great drummer and singer. I mean, A drummer who's also a singer. That puts points right there in the musical industry. So, okay, but you got the numbers.
Yeah. This was Wicked for last year. This is its entire box office total. You see that 758 million worldwide,
Mm-hmm.
and you also see what it made domestically last year.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if it
Domestic is
says.
worldwide.
Let's see. Give me how many weeks it was out there. No, it's not saying how many weeks there and all-time ranking cast and crew, but I'm not seeing anything that will tell you week 1 through its final week of release.
I think it's safe to assume, just by the drop that we have had with it, I don't think they're going to do as well.
No,
because the domestic there is the worldwide right now.
I mean, 484 million worldwide, like you said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
is what it did domestically here,
and it was doing better internationally. The first one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is the Christmas season, folks. This week is Christmas, so usually, people done their travels. They're going to take that week off for Christmas and spend with the family. Oh, what we're going to do? Hey, let's go see a movie. That was never a tradition in our family, but I know it's a tradition for a lot of people. Is we'll go see movies together and carol while watching the movie and get thrown out because we're caroling. Thank you, Uncle Bob. But yeah, I mean, that's why these films get released at this time.
And even Patawattaby says, is it just me or have they abandoned holiday movies in theaters this year?
Yeah.
It's a week away and I can't think of a commercial for a holiday film this year. I mean, the only way I knew about David was seeing an ad on Facebook for it when I was looking through Facebook.
And to be honest, I don't consider it a Christmas film.
It's as close as you're going to get this year, though, Baron.
Yeah. Right. I mean, we were talking about that on Wednesday, watching the Christmas Story Christmas. And it's like, this should be, you have the film done. Throw it in the theater.
Mm-hmm.
Throw it in the theater this year and see how it does.
Yeah, we both said it.
Honestly, how many people actually really knew that it was released in the first place? Right? They love the original one and they don't realize this one was, because basically they kept it kind of buried and quiet.
They did, unless you had HBO Max. And even then, there's no guarantee that you were even aware of it. But unless you had HBO Max, that would be the only way you would know about it.
Yeah, and what promotion? What promotion did they have for it? So again, it's like, if it wasn't for the fact that we have you more than me a pulse on current pop culture and trends and such like that, we wouldn't have known about it. I wouldn't have known about it.
It was like when I asked you when A Christmas Story Christmas came out 3 years ago. I said, "Hey, you want to watch it?" And you said, "Yeah, why not?" So we watched it and we enjoyed it, and that's why when I was thinking about movies to show for this December, that's a movie that came to the top of my head.
Yeah, we're doing a better job showing Christmas films.
Yeah. And Lady Miss says about Ariana Grande is that she looks anorexic. Yes, she does look anorexic.
Yeah, she does. It's it's, and you hate to see that because it's the permanent damage that can be done. Because of that. Body parts, and organs that decide to say, that's it, I'm out of here. And who knows what other health issues come along. I mean, Hollywood destroyed her. And in my opinion, Cynthia too.
Mm-hmm. And Anonymous says, David's not a Christmas movie, but it's a biblical movie. So there's that. And, that's why I say it's the closest you're going to get to a Christmas holiday movie.
Right. Yeah. Just like Right, just like around Easter, you always have the Ten Commandments. But I remember every year and but it was on television. Jesus of Nazareth was always played about this time. I mean, boom, there it was. ABC special event or whatever. I think they might have even done it for Easter too. But I mean, they had those somewhat epic ones that they would put out on television at that time. Well, Jesus of Nazareth was made for television, but that's beside the point.
And Padawannabe says about A Christmas Story Christmases that he liked the movie very much and it was a good pick. I'm glad you liked Padawannabe. Well, I know what he meant, Barrett. I know what he meant.
I don't know. Maybe he's got a family from Canada that's visiting and they're doing the typing for him.
Or maybe he likes to play hockey on the side.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Or maybe that's how he gets his day job done. You know, he finds frozen ice or even gets on rollerblades and there he goes.
See, what Uncle Animos is doing right now is sitting in the bed chair in his underwear, in the she shed, eating his Cheetos, watching the stream, and he's got his nephew on the keyboard going, "Yeah, tell him this." And the kid, and of course, he's from Canada, so he thought he heard puck instead of pick when he was telling him, and the kid put in puck. That's what's going on at the Animos she shed right now.
And Anonymous says that Ariana Grande was on Hot Ones recently, so at least she's eating.
Oh,
God. I'm not even going to touch that one. Not even going to touch that one.
Even I am not going to go there. That tells you something.
I'm there in the batter's box, Baird. I see that pitch coming. I ain't sweet at that.
Nope. I don't care if this is banana ball. I ain't swinging.
I watched the best Christmas pageant ever this year only because I forgot it last year. Christian made movie, but it was really good. Narrator phoned it in, but everything else was good. Go watch it. Okay.
Yeah, I heard about it. I heard people saying good things about it last year.
I think if I recall correctly, I kind of mocked it just because of the title, not actually taking full interest in seeing what it was actually about.
Well, with the title, it's good to have fun at. But was that a Hallmark thing, or was that actually in the theaters?
I thought it was actually in the theaters.
Okay.
Yeah. Their behavior together.
Oh God.
I'll say interesting.
Yeah, there we go. And yeah, how she goes in, it's like she's jealous. Don't touch my girl. And she's, those long claws go. I mean, seeing those scenes of her playing Jesus Christ and Jesus Christ Superstar, it's like, no, you picked the wrong one to be Satan. She would have made a great Satan there with, how she was doing her body movements and how she looked and all that. It's like, I'm not meaning to be insulting, but my God, it's like, are you sure this isn't, the Jesus Christ horror show?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, incredibly disrespectful. And I'm just going off the basis of the Andrew Lloyd Webber, who I'm not a big fan of. But what his work is, it's like you really took Andrew Lloyd Webber, and let's face it, giant hit. It was a huge hit.
Oh yeah, it was a giant hit. My mom saw it a couple of times. Took my sister to see it, and
right, they made the movie.
My mom and sister both had the soundtrack for the show.
Da da da
da da da. I better stop because my sister's gonna say, "What the fuck?"
But you have to admit, that was awesome. That was
that part is awesome. And when you heard it so many times growing up as a kid, what are you supposed to do?
Hey,
You,
I
you,
heard
you try to get away from it, but you can't. Sometimes you're at the car, and it's like you can't get out.
you heard it all the time because it's on the bloody radio. I mean, crying out loud. I mean, turn on the radio. Bom, bom,
I didn't
bom.
have to. I didn't have to hear it on the radio. I heard it in the car. I heard it at home.
Right, but what I'm saying is I had the same experience, but that's how I was. I didn't have a sister to do it, or a mother that did, because my mom's not big into musicals either.
Stop confusing you with Padawannabe. Oh, come on, you're both alike. Both think alike.
You want to know the truth, and this is the God honest truth. I do sometimes confuse the two of them because of their similar wit and style out there. It's like they're brothers. I mean, I just basically look at it as these guys are chat brothers. You know, brothers from a different mother, and I only say that as with endearment. It's not an insult, but I do honestly get them confused sometimes.
And Anonymous says about the best Christmas pageant ever.
Yeah, not
a Hallmark movie. Oh, you mean you're not going to start it on a Saturday and be done with it by the following Saturday, only to see it again the next day, which is a Sunday, and it won't end until the following Sunday?
But you have.
I mean, you can say that about Lifetime movies too. It's like,
yeah,
this is still on.
Well, Lifetime movies, you have to throw in there that men are jerks. So I mean, all men are jerks and stuff like that with the Lifetime movies. But the thing is you have to admit, just off that title, you would naturally assume that would be a Hallmark movie because it just sounds like right up their alley, And it's not an insult to Hallmark or anything. Hallmark used to put out some great stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, they used to put out some great stuff. Hell, I think Tyrus from the Gutfeld show and other stuff over there. He has a Hallmark channel. Of course, he likes to watch Murder She Wrote on there. But I mean, when you got a giant guy like him that was in the wrestling ring and he has Hallmark, I'm not going to badmouth it too much. Okay.
All right.
Self-preservation.
And Anonymous says, I've never been so offended in all my life. Well, that's not true, but still offended. Oh,
good.
Come on, Anonymous.
There is the big question, though, Mike. There is the big question.
What's that big question?
Oh,
I know. 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 Padawannabe says, think alike? Maybe, but I'm nicer.
Yeah. You guys can switch places sometimes when it comes around that nicer thing.
That's the reason why the network is called Television for Women. And basically, even if the women are the villains, they're portrayed smarter than most men.
Yeah, well, most women are smarter than me. So, I'm serious about this. Padawannabe and Animash should start their own show together. That would be freaking awesome. And
the Padamas? That's what I would call it. The Padamas.
The Padamas hour.
The Padamas.
The Padamas hour. And you know what? I think that would take off. I'm not kidding. I am not kidding at all. It's no joke. It's no BS from the Baron here.
All right. So at number 8, we had Marty Supreme.
Okay.
Don't know what that's about.
Mm-hmm.
Marty. Oh, not that Marty. Marty Mauser, a young man with a dream no one respects, goes to hell and back in pursuit of greatness.
That is one of the lamest descriptions I saw. I know we looked at what Ham is about, but we keep on forgetting about it. So I mean,
after losing their son Hamnet to play Agnes and William Shakespeare grapple with grief in 16th century England. A healer, Agnes, must find strength to care for her surviving children while processing her devastating loss.
I don't know why I keep on forgetting. See, now there is the description in a nutshell.
Mm-hmm.
But
it doesn't make me want to go see it. Sadly.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, streaming wise, maybe, but I mean, I keep when we come across it, it's like I know every time we went to see what it's about because we keep forgetting about it. That's not a good sign.
Yeah, and Anonymous says, "That's it. I'm out of here." Well, Anonymous, thank you for being here and have a Merry Christmas.
Happy Christmas to you. That's okay because I there's a sighting. I saw a sighting.
You did,
a chin poked out of the hole and checking to see if there's shadow, and if that's the case, there might be
I'm all right. I see that he's here.
He's here.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Mike just hit the go live button. I'm out of here.
Cash money can put his change in my piggy
That's
bank
right.
any day.
No, unfortunately, I had to leave earlier.
Fortunately, you sound like it was gleeful. You were gleeful.
I was scared of Anonymous. He was trying to hunt me down. So I was looking around the corner. Where's Anonymous?
And I will find you.
I will find you.
Get off my chat.
I have a certain set of skills. I'm going to attack you with my wand. Wait, hold on, Anonymous. Just hold on. Whoa, man.
And Pata says, wait, didn't he melt an action figure or am I confused? No, that was Phil who melted his Star Wars figure.
The barbarian.
You've got to check what you're taking there, Padawannabe. Yeah, that was. I told some people about that. And that really happened, Phil. So I don't want to hear any complaints. I know you're around somewhere.
You've mentioned it here on stream before, Phil.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think he was on stream before with Coach and some other people and said that.
He said mini streams back then.
Oh boy.
But yeah, he was here looking for you. He was here looking. Like a lost child out in front of the Wrigley Stadium. Have you seen my cash money?
Sure, Anonymous.
Field. Get it right, Baron. It's Wrigley Field, not Wrigley Stadium.
Come on, dude. Wrigley Field, bro.
What are you?
Come on, man. Yeah, did.
Okay, fine. I'll let myself out for that.
That's right.
Wrigley Field, you jackass.
Wrigley Field, buddy. Come on, man.
That'd be like me calling Dodger Stadium Dodger Field.
Yeah, call it Dodger Field. I mean, all they do is graze out there.
Oh, man. Yes. But hello, Lady Mist. Hope you're doing well.
Cash is infuriated with Anonymous's wand, apparently.
Well,
yeah, I don't know. He's. I don't know about that, man.
I don't need to know that.
You were the one who usually brought up your wand, dude.
All right, Baron. I'm surprised the re-release of How the Grinch Stole Christmas for its 25th anniversary hasn't done well.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, look how many theaters it's in, though.
Yeah.
That's why.
That's what they have to. Well, nobody's going to work. Well, you guys saw the David controversy too. It's like, oh, we trying to cover up religious films again? Huh? Making sure that they're. Come on, guys. You know how this went with Sound of Freedom. Are we going to play this game again?
Yes.
Morons.
No more meow meows.
I'm disappointed.
I'm disappointed too.
All I wanted for Christmas is Cat Video Fest 2025 to be on the list. That's all.
Cat Fest video.
What they need to do is do one for next year, a Christmas edition.
The Christmas Catfest edition.
There we go. Can you imagine little cats wearing little Santa beards and stuff like that? Yeah,
Cats.
No, really.
Wrigley
No, not that cat.
filled. Wrigley filled Padawan. Wrigley.
Wrigley? I think he's trying to say that your team is a circus.
No, they're only run by a bunch of clowns. The owner is a clown, doesn't want to spend money on the team.
A lot of owners are acting like that. It's really weird.
And Anonymous says, no, Baron always brought up my wand.
Sure he did.
Maybe he's pining for it. Well, he has the game, so he can definitely.
Yeah. See,
launch his own wand.
Unlike you, my wand won't have slivers.
Oh my
God.
Wow.
Orman Tagge.
That's right.
The week, well, not even a week, 4 days before Christmas. Well, we know what Baron's getting. Full.
He's got a big stack of coal.
And Baron's going, good, I can keep myself warm.
Remember in Top Secret, Val Kilmer's in jail there, and his agent comes by, and he gives him that gift because his agent is having lackluster love life, and he gets that thing with looks like a jackhammer when the attachment with this. That's Animos's wand.
But guess what, Cash? Since you're here, you get to read not one, but 2 articles.
Oh, no. What the hell?
That's my Christmas gift to you.
Sure. Right. Jeez. Very exciting.
You better have a little bit more enthusiasm, mister.
Very, very exciting. All right. What do we got here?
Yeah. I hear that snarky mentality. Yeah. Gen X. Gen X all the way. Yeah, well, I'm Gen X too, jackass.
I think it's 3,000 though. I think there was a 3,000 on that.
Oh, some of these fucking names. All right. Man.
Let me play the video first before you start reading.
Yeah. Very exciting. Oh boy. Well, it's time. It's time for another article. Matt McGloin, Mr. This guy is lately all about guys. The Snyderverse is coming back, man. It's coming back, bro. He's got like 6-7 articles. It's like, dude, did Snyder pay you for this stuff? Come on, man.
Has he really gotten that bad?
Yes, dude.
I haven't read many of his articles lately, so I'll take your word for it, man.
It's just he doesn't want. I'm pretty sure he wants Netflix not to get this. He wants Paramount to get this. I know he's got this whole thing that whoever gets it, James Gunn is going to be out, and it's going. I'm like, dude, you don't know this. I heard from my insider of this. Okay, dude.
Well, the thing is Gunny might be going out, but doesn't mean that Snyder's coming back in.
Nope.
No, none of this does. But we got this was, of course, Friday, December 19th, 2025. We've got Paramount investor blast WBD's false narrative over Netflix deal. Ooh. All right. Yeah, the war over the fate of WBD keeps intensifying as Paramount investor and Redbird founder Gerry Cardinale isn't backing down from the Warner Brothers Discovery Board or its Netflix deal. Ooh. Very exciting. With the sale of WBD, the Warner Bros. Discovery executives are set to get the following if the company sells. Okay, so we got David Zaslav, CEO. Only 567.7 million. Ooh,
that's chump change for him.
Yep. Yeah. You guys want me to read all these names of these people? I don't know these people. Gunnar Wiedelfels, I guess is pronounced. Wiedenfels, CFO 144.9 million. We got Bruce Campbell. Oh, Bruce Campbell, not the same
Bruce
one. I'm sure
Campbell.
not that.
Yeah,
I know, right?
not that Bruce Campbell.
Not the good Bruce Campbell. Bruce Campbell, the awesome.
Right. Chief Revenue and Strategy Officer, 138.5 million. Can they pass this money over to a lot of us? Come on, man.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah. Come on. You can do it.
I'm not asking for a handout, but I'm kind of asking for a handout.
Yes, JB Perret, CEO and President Global Streaming. These titles, man. And Games, 167.4 million. Gerhard Zeller.
Or Gerhard.
Or Gerhard. I don't know if that's how you pronounce his name.
The name is it Gerhard? We have Gerhard here.
Gerhard.
Gerhard Zeller.
Gerhard.
Jawohl.
All right, Google, tell me, is it Gerhard or Gerhard? President International, 95.2 million. Ooh, look at these titles, man. Flashy. Very exciting. Puck News. Puck News. Oh, Redbird founder slams WBD over Netflix favoring narrative. Oh, no. Puck News. Very exciting.
Hey, watch your mouth, buddy. Come on, there's a lady present.
She can kick his ass.
She'll kick my ass. She'll
Yeah.
feed me to her dragons.
I'd watch. Oh, I'd
love
to watch that.
So we've got interviewed Gerry Cardinale, founder of Redbird Capital. I've never even heard of it, and financial backer of David Ellison's bid for Warner Brothers Discovery, who has blasted the WBD board for how it framed the Paramount Skydance offer in its recent SEC filing. Ooh, very exciting. The filing laid out why WBD accepted Netflix roughly $83 billion cash and stock proposal for the studio and HBO Max, and downplayed the Ellison all-cash bid for the entire company, raising questions about Larry Ellison's trust and structure of the Paramount deal. Ooh, very exciting. Cardinale called the board's portrayal a false narrative and a bunch of red herrings. I know.
Herring. Smoked herring.
WBD is mischaracterizing a fully backed offer. What? Cardinale defends Larry Ellison in the financing. Cardinale pulled Puck. He has spent decades. Cardinale told Puck he has spent decades building a reputation on doing deals the right way, and called the board's approach disrespectful to both him and Ellison's. Ooh. He stressed that Larry Ellison has been a counterparty in tens of thousands of transactions and has never failed to deliver, including the recent Paramount transaction. I spent 35 years doing everything the right way, and the Ellisons are no different. He's one of the greatest entrepreneurs and business builders in history. When he's saying he's going to do something, he does it. And by the way, don't just believe me. Look at his track record. Ooh, track record. Very exciting. But we all know that whoever actually finally gets Warner loses, because monopolies suck. Anyways,
we all
monopolies suck.
Monopolies suck. They suck balls. He argued that the idea that Ellison might suddenly walk away from the WBD deal is nonsense, insisting the commitment is real and the financing behind the 30 per share bid is solid and ready. 30 all-cash offers still on the table. Pressed on whether the Ellisons will raise their offer beyond $30 a share, Cardinale said he wants WBD shareholders, not the board or CEO David Zaslav, to respond to the current proposal first. He maintains that $30 in cash for 100% of WBD, paired with what he describes as a cleaner regulatory profile, is superior to Netflix package. Ooh. Cardinale also noted that the Ellison side had already adjusted its bid multiple times on price and structure to match what WBD said it wanted, only for the board to stop engaging once they finally hit those targets.
That's business.
For now, the Paramount Skydance camp is holding its ground and pushing to get its offer in front of the shareholders as the fight over WBD's future continues. More at Spotify.
I just have this sinking feeling that Netflix is going to wind up getting Warner Brothers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But again,
I do too.
Like I said before,
I do too.
Whoever gets Warner Brothers,
it sucks
for all of
man.
us.
Yeah.
It all sucks because both of these companies are willing to pander and they don't care. They're willing to lose money. They're willing to do other stupid shit. We've seen this time and time again. So, yes, it's stupid. It's dum-dum for dum-dums who deserve no gum-gum. That's what it should be.
Wow.
And I was talking to Spock about some of this recently, and it's
good for you.
I know, right? Can the FCC step in? I'm like, I don't know. I'm not sure why they haven't. I think they can. If they think this, I'm not going to worry about what people like Elizabeth Warren has to say about these deals, but the FCC, yes. If they need to step in, we know these monopolies are terrible. What brings in extra competition? No monopolies. More companies breaking apart. You know, sometimes there's been problems. Like I remember when BioWare was like, "Oh, EA, thank you for owning us. We love you." And then they're like, "Oh shit!" And I'm like, "We told you guys. You didn't listen."
Well, don't worry. The deal won't go through until Pelosi makes sure she knows which way it's going to go, and she can get all that money.
Right, exactly. Her and Marjorie Taylor Greene as well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes. No, because before she came to Congress, she wasn't as wealthy as she is. Wow, that's weird.
Before a lot of them came into politics, they weren't as wealthy as they are now. No. But Pat, don't worry about it. I know things have been tight for you and Mrs. Padawannabe. And just want to let you know you're always welcome to come on the panel.
Yeah, dude, it's okay, Padawannabe. You know, it's all right. You know, you haven't drove Mike crazy that much, so you're okay.
That much.
No, that's usually what you and Baron do. That'd be crazy.
We drive you crazy. Yeah. No, Padawannabe, it's all right, dude. We're not, I'm telling you, Mike's not going to come over and be like, "Hey, got that membership again? Huh? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got that membership?"
I'm not going to knock on your door, Padawannabe.
This is not like Stewie and Family Guy. You got my money?
Yeah.
Where's my money, bitch?
Where are you, Padawannabe? Why aren't you here, man? Open up, man.
Hey, you want some of this membership? Come on, I know you do. Come on. You want some of this membership? Right here.
Yeah.
Check.
Just open the door.
Check X.
Check.
Your DM and X. Pada.
Yeah.
Ooga booga, snoochie bitches.
See, and this is the reason. Never mind. I'll be nice.
No. You were going to say something.
No. Do it.
I don't even know fully how I was going to do it. I started going, it's like, no, my little comedy thing or my little.
There he is, the Padawannabe.
Do. See, like I said, I always get him and Animals mixed up.
How you doing, Pada?
Hello, Pada.
Oh, wait.
Padawannabe. Hey, Sam, I
can
have
you hear me
another.
now?
I can hear you. You're a little muffled, but I can hear you.
You're a little muffled there, bro.
Oh, it could just. I might have to rejoin. This doesn't work as well just doing it through the phone. Is it really bad? Because usually this headset's
No, it's better now.
No, it's not.
We can hear you,
no, only because I use this headset on Cosme last week, and everybody's like, "Wow, you're so clear." That's why I'm wondering if I should rejoin.
So
I'm trying to use the good headphones. As long as you can understand me, that's all I care.
It doesn't matter how good the stupid microphone is. We still don't understand you.
You walked into that one, Padawannabe.
True. Hey, that's okay. I prided myself on that for a long time. I think that's what Disney's was saying for decades. Y'all just don't understand what we're trying to do. And we still don't.
That man, it's crazy how much of a renaissance that Walt Disney was, really.
Well, you know what? This is Disney.
No, they're ignorant. That's ignorant.
Now, I'm curious about something with these mergers.
Mm-hmm.
What happens if the company doesn't get bought? Like, what happens with all their content? Does it get locked up, or does it go into some receivership?
They destroy it all. They destroy it all.
Yeah, they put it in the fire and just.
Well, I'm just thinking about it. It's like there's so much stuff. Like, we've all talked about these streaming and even what's on TV. They show us what they want us to see.
Yeah.
It's hard to find a lot of stuff on any stream. It's like you have to go into a film and then go to what's like it, and then a few times to get different movies than what show up in your list.
Yeah.
So that's what I was wondering. I was like, if these companies shut down, how do we see? How would we see that content anymore? Because there's already
wouldn't be shutting down if this deal isn't approved by the FCC. They would probably have to go back to the drawing board as far as their sale is concerned.
There's got to be. I wish people have said this about Lucasfilm and some. I wish a bunch of fans could get together, put their money together, and buy this stuff. But they would need so much money. I don't know, but still, if people were willing to put in a lot of money, everybody donates a number of people. The only problem with that is there would be like, oh, I put this much money in. My opinion's more important than yours, and it could get ugly. But you see what people like Crit do, and the ideas that Baron has, and I have, and Mike's had, and other stuff, other people for Star Wars, for example, and it would be like we could probably do a lot of stuff. There wouldn't be things like the Acolyte, I don't think, if the fans would buy it. Especially, it would have to be fans who respect the original trilogy, respect the prequels, things like that, I feel, and then go from there. But they would need so much money. And I don't
especially now,
I don't think Disney would sell it to the fans. So they're like, no, we can't have that. We need this. We must control this forever. Yeah.
Well, that's why I say we start a GoFundMe.
Yes. I don't think that would be
to buy Lucasfilm.
I really don't think that would be a bad idea. I really don't. But
even if they got an offer big enough, do you think they'd actually take it? Because I don't.
I don't think so. They don't want the fans to have that power.
Yeah.
Just like they won't hire the people who make these awesome fan projects of franchises that they love so much. They're like, no, we can't hire those people. It's like, well, they've done better than this company that's worth millions. So
I'm curious now, how does on these bigger IPs, how does the copyright or licensing or whatever work? Because like we've seen, like I just saw a movie on I didn't watch it, but I might. I saw Popeye the Slayer Man on Prime. So like how long does it?
Popeye is in public domain.
No, that's what I mean. Like how far is that? What is that timeline when we can just go, you know what? Screw you, corporation.
Well, we're coming up on Superman and Batman soon. But we'd have to do it in the old style.
What are they going to do? Make Batman a good guy? I think they've done like every serious and horror and like all those dark lines they could with Batman. Other than, well, I mean, he's even been like a serial killer and all this stuff, on the adaptations that they've made on him.
Right.
Here's the thing, though. Padawannabe. when certain properties come into the public domain, it has to be that of, say, the Steamboat Willie version of Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't use
No, but the
any
thing
other
is, it comes
version
in,
of.
anybody can make it. Can you imagine a group out there who would want to make a real Batman that is a period piece like that, or Superman for that matter, or even those two together?
Well, I mean, they kind of. I don't know how many of you saw this a couple years ago, but when they made that Batman animated film in feudal Japan, like it got outrageous because we got into the mecha bots and things like that. But I actually thought it was a really good kind of twist on what we know, and it's still. I thought it fit. I thought the costume, the artists were great.
I thought the Batman Sherlock Holmes thing was pretty cool.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
I thought it was good.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah, Phil
I'm
and I
assuming
watched
that's an animated one too, right?
More than at least a year ago or something. It wasn't bad. Yeah.
And that's an animated one also.
I won't spoil what happens in it because you haven't seen it. So.
They all die.
Well, that's a animated cartoon, right? It's not live action.
No,
but
it's just,
okay.
But one of the
There's
things
so
I
many of
wanted
those I need
to
to catch
bring
up
up was the fact that you have the Steamboat Willie version of Mickey Mouse that is in public domain.
It is.
Yep.
And if you want to create something from that version of Mickey, you can, because it's in public domain. There's a game called Mouse PI that's coming out next year that's in that style of Mickey Mouse.
Yep.
God, and how does South Park? I mean, there's a few. There's things I've always wondered.
For something like South Park, that's not in public domain. You have to wait.
No, but I mean, like they
years,
had
sometimes
they had like the
years for
wannabe
some of these
Mickey.
properties to come into public domain before you can actually use that particular version of those characters.
Now, Matt and Trey were covered under satire.
Is that okay? So they can kind of, because like when I was growing up, I always wondered, it's like, how does the Oregon Ducks have Donald Duck? And then I figured it out. There's some long-standing old loophole-y thing, and they get to use it forever.
It's
And
just
I understand that.
And it's not exactly Donald Duck, so it's just.
But yeah, because it was the Anaheim Ducks, which of course is based off the movie The Mighty Duck.
It is.
Oh no! Even before that,
I'm
though.
sure-
Even before them, though, the Oregon College,
the Oregon Ducks.
State has their duck, and it is Donald Duck. And I read that there was some old thing, like you could use them for a certain period of time in 1940, 50, whenever it was. And there was no precedent for that kind of stuff. So they kind of got to use it.
So you know how they're making the Winnie the Pooh horror movies?
Yes.
That's because they're not using. Okay, he just bounced himself out, but I'll continue. That's because they're not using the Disney version of Winnie the Pooh. They're using the original version of Winnie the Pooh from the books, which is now in public domain. Just like any version of Mickey Mouse that is currently in public domain, any version of Donald Duck that's in public domain can be used. That is that earlier version. It can't be a present version of Mickey Mouse or Donald Duck or any of their characters. It has to be one that's come to public domain.
Plus, back then, you're talking about back at that time, Disney didn't care if people did that. It was, again, free advertising for Disney.
Right.
It wasn't litigious back then. It was almost a badge of honor that they did do this.
Yeah, and Lucas didn't care either. I think people when doing stuff of Star Wars, they were happy with the advertisement.
Even Star Trek for a time didn't care about fan production.
No.
Right. Again, it was advertisement and such. So that's why a lot of
it should always be. Yes.
Well, right. And when you're doing a, basically it's honoring. And and again, that's where they need to go and start taking a look at how things were done back. I mean, watch the old the Monty Hall series, where everyone's all dressed up in costumes and and you see people back in the day. You have Minnie Mouse, a woman dressed up as Minnie Mouse. You had a guy dressed up as Superman. You would never see that now with Wayne Brady,
No.
right?
No.
Because again, the litigiousness of it. We can't have them on there. But back then, it's like average people making up their own costumes to come onto the show. And what is it? Free advertising. They didn't, only a dillweed would have made a big deal about it.
Yeah.
Just like Jackie Gleason didn't go after Hanna-Barbera. He thought about it, but then say, nah. It's a good show. People like it. Why should I be an asshole?
Right.
Mm-hmm. And then you had Jay Ward with Rocky and Bullwinkle, and Durwood Kirby was going to sue him over the using the hat with a similar name. And Jay Ward said, go right ahead. We need the publicity. And back then, it would have been good publicity for Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Yeah.
And, of course, again, it'd be under the satire thing. We're just satirizing.
Hey, Rocky!
Yeah. And, Jay Ward did want them to sue. Okay, go ahead and sue. Since you threatened, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Kerwood Derby. Yeah, the Derby Kerwood. Or the Kerwood Derby. It gets confusing, but the hat when you put it on makes you smarter. No, it was a hat that you would put on your head and made you smarter, and Bullwinkle would put it on and actually be intelligent. And they did wordplay on it to a guy who was working with Gerry. I got a block on his name, but backed him with the entertainment and such like that. So he was kind of knowing.
That'd be kind of funny. Salutations, Rocky. Would you like to see me pull a rabbit out of my chapeau?
And of course, every time he took it off, he was back to being Bullwinkle.
No.
But no, it goes. Sorry.
Well, I was just going to say, as far as licensed properties from Warner Brothers being transferred to Netflix, or if Paramount Skydance gets it, that would happen in the contracts.
Right. The one thing that you can thank for this satire stuff, actually, and I hate to say it, Larry Flint in Hustler magazine back in the 80s, they had their Ribald cartoons in there, and they were going after, I believe, Swaggart. Jerry Swaggart.
Well,
Zaslav. And Jerry Swaggart. Swaggart went after with a lawsuit, defamation character, stuff like that, and it was ruled no, this is satire. It is protected speech, and it was off of that the satire thing. If you're using it for satire, it's good. If you're going to other than that, no, it would be bad. So
and if somebody's like mocking you with a show, then they're making it satire, but they're actually going after your character and this and that and stuff. Like, you can use that to your advantage, just like some of these politicians have used, like Kristi Noem. It's like, no, don't get mad, use it to your advantage, and that really pissed off South Park. That kind of stuff cracks me up.
Well, I mean, satire in the wrestling business too, when it comes to the New World Order, the NWO in WCW. Extreme Championship Wrestling, ECW, parried the NWO by creating the Blue World Order. And WCW, AOL Time Warner couldn't sue because it was just that, a parody.
Well, yeah.
Right.
So was Pat again?
Yeah, he went out. And it's like he's like my cat. Okay, out. Oh, I want in. Okay, no, I want out. No, I want in. Pat Academy is what we'll call him.
Pat Academy. My sister's cat could be like that too.
Yeah.
Okay, you just came in. Do you want out or do you want in? Make up your mind, dude.
Actually, my cats don't go out. They don't want to go out either, so that's good.
That's probably good, yeah.
Well, I don't, I don't want them to be coyote fodder.
Right, exactly.
Will he stay or will he go?
God,
Da-da-da-da-da.
Will he
it's
stay or
so
will he
hard to
go?
deal with this stuff through the phone. My Wi-Fi starts fighting with my internet connection outside, and it's like, no, we want to have a battle. We don't want you to have good connection. We want to fight it out. I get to a certain distance, and it just goes wacky.
Your two separate internet connections are saying.
He said, "Today is a good day to die."
Put simply, yes, that's exactly what's happening. It's so ridiculous.
Yeah, but you know, it doesn't sound ridiculous, at least not to me. That's why I selected the story.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Forget about going to Disney World or Universal.
Very exciting.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go to Romania and go to Dracula land.
Blah, blah, blah.
How is it?
We finally made it. The final article.
How's it not called Transylvania?
Well, Transylvania is just a region in there. It's a region within Romania.
I know. Fine, Transylvania 65000.
That was a bad movie. I expected much more. Well, you're not familiar with Transylvania 65000? Ed Begley Jr.
I like it.
Wasn't Jeff Goldblum in that one too? I think.
I don't know. What year was that? Was that like? 80s. That must have been
late
80s, late 80s at least.
Oh, it was in the 80s. Yeah, it was.
Was it okay?
Because I think if Jeff Goldblum was in it,
dude, I remember like going back to like the early 90s. They did stuff with like Dracula and in a DuckTales. That was really cool.
This new Dracula movie, is it supposed to be like a reboot of Bram Stoker's?
No, but the wannabe. It is not a Dracula movie. It is a Dracula theme park.
Oh no, but I thought there was another.
Oh, there is going to be a movie with Cynthia Erivo or whatever.
That's the count. Yeah.
That's a Bride of Frankenstein, man.
Yeah, I was going to sit back and say, after seeing her, yeah, it is perfect. She does look like a black female version of Max Schreck.
I mean, I don't know in the history of the character of Dracula, if Dracula's ever been a woman. I don't think so, but.
Welcome to Dracula land. I want to suck your wallet.
Wow.
Yes, Romania plans to open Dracula land theme park in Bucharest.
I guess the costumes are going to be pretty simple, though, right?
Yeah. This is by Dante RX. It was posted on the 18th. And it says, It has been over 128 years since Bram Stoker introduced the mortal world to Transylvania legend, Dracula.
Great character.
Got 128? Jeez.
Yeah.
So like 1898 or something?
Yeah.
Ooh, goodness.
It is classic epistolary. I butchered that. Novel. And the country has finally decided to cash in on the most famous count in the dirt cheap town of Bucharest. Yes, it's dirt cheap. Dirty deeds done dirt cheap.
Done
And the count can be the ticket taker. That's 1, 2, 3 tickets.
Dracula just joined AC/DC as the new singer.
And Hell's Bells.
Hell's Bells. That would be pretty.
1 billion euros.
We see Dracula in the schoolboy uniform, but he's got his cape.
Dracula could start singing that song "Big Balls." That'd be hilarious.
Who's got the biggest balls of them all?
At an estimated 1 billion euros.
1, 2, 3 balls. Oh.
Mike, this is your fault. You invited him on.
Sorry. I'll stop.
This massive vampire-themed resort has been labeled the Transylvanian Disneyland by the Hungarian press. The complex
can
is
we
said
get... Sorry, go ahead. I'll shut up.
The complex is said to cover nearly 395 acres that will be divided into 6 separate districts, which features hotels, shopping centers, restaurants, Dracula coin tokens, and a multitude of macabre attractions. I don't
Macabre.
whatever. I can't ever pronounce it
French.
Anyway.
It's French.
Oh, it's the first
I
theme
can't
park
pronounce
with
it.
Microtrans. Oh, where is
All
it?
right,
Let me see.
Google Translator and Google is your friend.
Where's the word? I'm zooming in.
Macabre. There.
Yeah, macabre.
Macabre, but it's French.
It's all right.
I hate French words. Well, except certain French words.
Go to France.
The good rule with
We do
French
too.
words, you cut off the last half of the word. You don't sound that part out.
That's what Padawannabe does all the time with all words.
Well, I took French a little bit.
Countess Dracula. Yeah, maybe so, Lady Miss. Could be.
Can I get a pair of Mickey ears with fang marks in them?
Why do you want the Mickey ears? You're in Dracula land. You want bat
Mickey.
ears.
What is going on here?
Oh, Mickey, you're so fine. You're so fine. You
Who
blow my
cares
mind.
about
Hey,
this Mickey Mouse? Dracula land will be far superior.
I think so.
So is everybody going to be on little hoverboards so it looks like they're floating?
Hoverboards.
I don't know.
Romania's not that far ahead of us.
On top of having
Yes.
on top of having a really cool name, Drago's last name I can't pronounce.
Dobrescu.
Bless you.
Dragos Dobrescu.
I think he's right.
Gesundheit.
Is the founder of Dracula Land. He believes that his endeavor will be what leads to the land of phantoms, into the blinding light of modernity. And after taking a cursory glance at his background, it's safe to assume that the theme park will most likely have a 24-hour laundry service as well. That's right, because after I suck someone's wallet and their blood in Dracula Land, I need to get rid of the blood stains. So I need a 24-hour laundromat.
Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking. You know, those blood stains, once you get them in, it's hard to get out. And I'm sure they got a way to do it.
Suds for blood.
It says Dracula Land brings together everything I've learned in real estate, Draggles declared via the UK Sun. Discipline, rigor, vision, as long as it's not the sun. And the ability to keep complex teams with very different specializations together. But more importantly, it adds a story that gives meaning to every square meter built. Yes, I'm going to keep talking like this.
Why does it look like the French
Why? Because
Quarter?
it's called having fun.
Why did that look like the French Quarter?
That's interview with a vampire land.
Oh, that's where the homosexuals hang out. Okay.
God, that series is garbage, dude. Hang on.
You think I'm kidding? Do you think I'm kidding? I've read it.
I read the books too. God, there is in the book there is, but not like the series.
I never saw
the series. The first,
I had no interest in the book series.
books
I
are
have no
very
interest
good.
in the series.
Books are very good, and Oh, I was just gonna say also that other series they have going with Daddario, the witches one. That's like a precursor to those vampire movies, and that's also I think that series is great. But the Interview with the Vampire, I couldn't get through. I was like, this is not the characters that I recognize at all.
You know, your first clue.
Mm-hmm.
Your first clue is the fact that Tom Cruise was playing Lisa in there. They're right off the bat, you knew it was homoerotic.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah. I mean, look at the guy.
Scientologist vampire hiding in the closet.
Yeah, Ricard. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he dressed like Liberace. What do you expect?
Well, it was the time. Yeah, Alucard's cool. He is freaking cool.
It says with a projected opening date sometime in 2027, this longtime dream of every young horror fan, and especially after watching Jurassic Park, is still in its early stages. But the folks at Dracula Land have shared artificially intelligent images of potential park designs. They used AI, in other words. That's all they had to say.
Sorry.
And with it saying sometime in 2027, well, they better do the groundbreaking soon because 2026 is almost here.
They don't got anything else to do. They got a lot of volunteers in that country, so they'll get it
staking.
The biggest takeaway is that it could be a lot darker and that the artificial visitors look even creepier than any nocturnal apparition from the pits of hell. For me, Dracula Land is a national project, Dragos concluded, a symbol that Romania can and must build landmarks, not just buildings or simple real estate projects.
Well, I agree.
Dracula Land Aqua Park.
Water's all red.
All the water's red, yeah. So, okay.
Today's water is B+.
Could this...
like everybody who's here today, if you are O positive, you get in 3.
Positive.
I don't think there's an O positive.
Could this introduce like the Monster Land?
Trying
like
to be
we've
funny,
kind of hearing about. I mean, we haven't heard of Monster
I'm
Land.
having none of it.
But they're like trying to revamp these monster movies. Could this be like, oh, in a few years we get Frankenstein's Village?
I think what this is since
involve yourself in your own mob.
Since Bram Stoker was from Romania, they're trying to capitalize on something that he created.
Okay.
And maybe they just didn't have the right area yet, didn't have the fundings yet, and that's why, of course, this stuff takes so much time, as I'm guessing.
Was Bram Stoker? I don't think he was Irish. Bram Stoker was Irish.
It's all the same.
Ha!
The legend, okay.
Well, the legend, yeah. The legend.
I'm just.
You said Bram Stoker. Come on, I'm just trying to keep you honest, man. Yeah, I do this out of love.
Bullshit.
Well,
that's love.
Just because there's side benefits to it.
Side benefits.
What the?
I don't know. Some days.
And here I said, Cash, why don't you read this article? No, I decided I'll bite the bullet and read the article.
You're doing fine, man. Don't worry about it.
You're doing
good.
great, man. It's not
Could this
but Baron's
could this
gonna
be like
the
a
peanut gallery? The peanut gallery, ladies and gentlemen. Peanut gallery.
Do you think this would be like a PG theme park?
Peanut gallery. I don't know if it's going to be PG. It might be PG-13. Peanut gallery.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I was wondering if like there might be an age minimum. Forget height requirement and age requirement.
No, it's blood type requirement.
If you're on blood thinners, you're not allowed. We only want the good stuff.
How
That's exactly what they're doing, Lady Miss. They're killing the messenger. They like doing that. They're the peanut gallery.
I wasn't as bad as
they're
Baron.
worse than Waldorf and Statler.
Yet cash. No, but the answer is to be serious about the answering the one question there. I can imagine that they would have kind of like zones, kind of like what they did with Disneyland and Disney World, where you have where the adults can go and get away from the kids type of stuff. Then you have the stuff that's more family friendly.
Yeah,
I can imagine kids go play with Dracula.
I don't know. Like, is somebody gonna come out of there dressed as Dracula and start scaring people? It's gonna.
If there's a lady Dracula, it's like, hey, how you doing?
How you doing, lady? How you doing?
If they don't bite the ticket stubs,
how much are they paying you to be Lady Dracula or whatever? Or a siren?
No, they would have to have vampires wandering.
Yeah, of course.
And probably even a Reinfelder.
That's what they do in stuff like Universal. They had people dress up trying to scare you around Halloween. They should. Yeah. You gotta set up the atmosphere. So
you have people photobombing you. You have like the people trying to bite your neck behind you in the pictures.
I mean,
it's like where'd that guy come from?
It's possible. I'm sure.
Hey, and this will be my response. Hey, if you want to give me a hickey, let me buy you dinner first.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel the vibe of this park will be very different to the adults. Like, I think we need to have a Twilight battle at some point in the next few years. No, listen.
The Twilight crap? Thank you, Baron. I was about to do it. Twilight?
Come on, man.
Do not ruin Dracula's theme park with Twilight.
What the hell?
I have my limits.
With the sequins nipples.
Come on. Do you think
you have the worst timing, Baron?
How did I know? I mean, if we were still on the other one, I could actually hear what he was saying behind stage.
Well, I want to know, like, are they going to be smart in the UK about this? Are they going to make sure that
it's Romania?
Well, Romania, fine. But,
yeah, they're going to be smart about it.
Are they going to be smart about it? Are they going to allow people to be, it's going to be, they're going to try to make sure it's affordable for a lot of people?
Let me read more of the article and see what they say.
Shut up,
Cash.
I thought the article, you shut up, Ben.
Come on, everybody. Shut up, Cash. Come and join me.
Hey, what's a ticket to Transylvania run these days?
I thought, like...
You know what?
Go ahead,
You're
Mike.
getting coal. You're all getting coal. Except Lady Miss and everybody in the chat.
No, Lady Miss wants coal.
You three are getting coal.
No, she wants coal. Remember, she's got dragons to feed.
It's okay. Just put a bow on it. I'll be happy with anything.
Oh, my gosh.
There will be 30 water attractions inside the park, and their goal is to build one of Europe's biggest wave pools. Water hasn't exactly been a vampire's best friend throughout any folklore. Yes, why are you putting water in a Dracula theme park? Come on.
It will be
like,
the color of
that'd be
red.
like telling the Wicked Witch here, we're going to build you a theme park, and we're going to make it the water park.
They can't cross running water. They can't cross running water. If they're immersed in running water, they get killed. I mean...
Hey, come on, man.
Dracula Land has to have a safe zone. And they're going to have that blood-inducing floor on the wave pool. It'll rip your knees apart, your feet. So, can't have a wave pool without fangs on the bottom.
I can see Padawan be going there. He just starts criticizing the whole park.
Yeah.
This is not right. I don't like this. This doesn't
Dracula's supposed to be at least 6'1". I don't see any. The consistency of the mist is wrong, people.
Oh God. Anyways, it says, however, there's a chance that it could be a safe zone from the bloodthirsty Carpathians.
Oh.
One of the other districts will be dedicated to New Orleans and the Vampire Chronicles of the late Anne Rice.
That's man. Is that
No.
Is that part of the article, AI?
Well,
I mean, having it dedicated to part of Anne Rice is just as bad as having it dedicated to Twilight Sparkle.
I'd rather
vampires.
No, it's not.
I'd rather have Anne
Yes,
Rice.
it is. Yes, it
I'd
is.
rather
Yes,
have
it is.
Anne Rice.
It's just
I'd rather
bad.
have Anne
just
Rice.
as bad. It's just as bad.
I
Just
know,
as bad. It's the worst. There's nothing worse. It's the worstest.
It's that lovey-dovey crap, but like
between guys.
we talked about earlier.
It's just that one movie. And the other one, he wants to be a rock star. I mean, come on.
Yeah, well, I think that was part of it. Yeah. Queen of the Damned, right?
Yeah, Queen of the Damned.
Yeah, that was a movie.
That's Lestat too. That's the same guy.
Well, it's the Lestat Chronicles. That's what it is. It's all supposed to be.
Well, he's only in like 3 books.
Yeah.
It's his fault though. It's all his fault.
Yeah, it is. Hey, let's turn an underage girl into a vampire. That's thing what's wrong with that now. Yeah.
Oh no, nothing wrong with that at all.
That one's the conundrum right there. Are you allowed to say she's cute if she's older than you but looks younger?
I'm not even going there, pal.
Hey, remember Padawannabe? It took place in Louisiana. It doesn't matter if she was a vampire.
Oh, that's right. That's right. They got totally different rules down there. I forgot. Them's kin, but they ain't blood.
No, they lost their blood. It was sucked out of them. They hope to attract 3 million visitors annually with a projected $5 billion in revenue, and that's euros, folks, in revenue over the next decade, and to create over 5,000 jobs, something which is desperately needed after floods in the region of north of Bucharest last May, which completely devastated their economy. Dracula Land will also have its own digital universe that was created using Unreal Engine 5.
Really?
And interactive twin of the real park. It will incorporate the aforementioned Dracula coins and an NFT system. Oh, great. More crypto crap. AI-powered personalization and real-time synchronizing with upcoming events. If they're taking this seriously, there will be a count at every cash register. Oh God, that was bad.
And in 5 years, we're gonna receive a class action lawsuit because somebody broke in and stole all their information.
That last joke.
Count at every register.
Lady Miss says, "Don't make me get that scissor axe out." Yeah. I don't want to. I don't want to be snipped. Okay.
Start with cash.
I'm not involved.
I know Bob Barker always said, "Make sure your pets are spayed and neutered," but I don't want that happening.
Make sure your co-hosts are spayed and neutered.
Maybe you're the one that needs to be spayed and neutered, Baron.
Wow.
Yes, I said spayed and neutered both. Not neutered.
Yeah.
Well, he is progressive, so.
I am, yeah. I look like Grizzly Adam on the top and Dolly on the bottom.
Yes, you would have to travel to Romania in order to experience this theme park.
Right. Damn, I hope Oh, I'd love to actually go here. I mean, all seriousness, I'd love to go.
Somebody jump on Expedia and see
I'm
what a
sure
round trip ticket.
I would hope they would work
Transylvania
on actually making something this affordable for families and stuff.
I think they would. I really think
I
they
think
would.
that would be stupid.
It's in euros. How expensive can it be? No.
Right. Sure.
Yeah, it's fake money, anyways. Just get that Dracula coin. That's all you need. No, I mean, I think this would be absolutely fantastic to go to.
But the NFT stuff and the crypto.
Yeah.
Come on.
But you don't have to have it. You don't have to have it. You just offer it. You know.
Yeah.
And could that currency be larger in Europe over the seas? I don't know. Maybe that's why they're doing it.
I don't know. I mean, they probably do more with that over there because it's the ease of going back and forth, even if they do have the euro thing. I
mean, most of the rich people live over there, so.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. But the reason why I selected this story, because I did think it was interesting that someone wants to invest the money to build a Dracula theme park.
Yeah, with a name like Draco, too. I mean, right there, that's
the name was like, yo, we know what you're doing. You may not know, but there's a vision.
The water park thing gets me going, what?
Weird, man.
I mean,
is it even hot there?
What are they even going to do with the water park? Are they going to have red tiles?
Right. That's what I'm like. Is it going to be the water
red lights?
Dyed in red.
They could just do red lights. They'd be fine with red lights.
Yeah? I don't know. That's weird.
Oh, just get Greta Thunberg to go there and dump some red dye in there. That's what you need.
Well, I would expect a lot of red, maybe blacklit. A lot of blacklit stuff.
Whoa.
Glow in the dark, maybe.
Well, what's this about you and black lighting, Pat Wannabe?
It's cool. The velvet posters are better, though.
Yeah, the velvet Elvises. Yeah, we have velvet. We'll have the velvet
lava lamps everywhere.
No, but
maybe they'll have a stage show called Dracula and the Vampettes.
That would be kind of cool if they had stagecoaches everywhere. It wouldn't be a carriage.
Stage show.
Horse-drawn carriage. Horse-drawn carriages.
And I'm serious about this too. What would be awesome is if they had the hotels there, and they're done up to look like that era, with all the rooms.
Or like a cave. Like where you would go to sleep. Like you walk underground.
Yeah, that's a crypt. Yeah,
that'd be kind of interesting.
Well, that'd be like
save a lot of land.
Ooh,
yeah,
that'd be like the Japanese little ones that they got there, so they can get all the Japanese people coming over and going, yeah, we want down below that, and and they can sleep in the little crypt hotel, and live the good life in there, and it looks like because they're used to that stuff in Tokyo.
Now I'm curious about the region they're building. I wonder if there's any like caverns or historical like land masses around that area that would also could be.
I would think so.
That land is just filled with history going back to the Roman, if not even before Roman era. The Carpathians and everywhere is obviously the legend of Count Dracula himself, Vladimir Tepes. The Moors coming in there. I don't know how far off they're going to be from. I don't know how far Bucharest is from.
It's a lot closer than we are.
That's true.
It's probably like less than the distance of Texas.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean,
a day's drive.
Texas.
Easy.
Yeah. But yeah, there is a lot of history, and let's not forget even current history, with the Cold War and all that.
It's interesting that borders like the Black Sea and Hungary, of course, Serbia, Ukraine.
Yeah.
Bulgaria.
Well, it makes sense. Dracula doesn't smile, and none of those people do either. So.
Oh, Dracula smiled when you got the right Turk on the spike.
I think I've seen Dracula smile.
Is that really a smile? Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
It's more like the smile in the movie, in the horror movies. They're like,
I
yeah,
still love
they're
when
like
Dracula
yelling.
was trying to attack Bugs Bunny and he was just oblivious to it until he figured out, oh crap, this place is bad.
Yep. But I think there should be they should have like the Hall of Vampires. I mean, and I'm serious about this, right?
That would be cool.
Going back to even like the legends, like I got the book Vampire Burials and Death, where they talk about the older legends that you had, which people don't even realize how different it is. Even the fact that in the Middle Ages, vampires were thought to be spiritual, not physical. The bodies were in the grave, but it was their spirit that would go out and attack people, then go back. Then going into like the books before Bram Stoker, who changed everything.
God, they wrote that far back.
Going to like Nosferatu, and even the controversy with Nosferatu with the estate of Bram Stoker. Of course, Bela Lugosi and all that went there. The game changer of the Hammer films, because before the Hammer films, vampires didn't have fangs. The fangs came from those. It came from Christopher Lee in that first film. And then going on, even into the 80s where you have the Fright Night and stuff. It'd just be interesting to see that Hall of Vampires and the history of how it came about and what the catalyst was for Stoker and where he got the ideas from Stoker, historical and such like that. So
and they gotta have a bat atrium, right?
Bat atrium.
Because I was thinking you can't have bats just flying around because they won't stick around.
Yeah, there they are, like butterflies, in the area. It's like get your butterfly net.
Maybe giant animatronic ones.
Oh yeah. You'd have that.
Ooh, drones. That'd be cool.
Ooh. Well, don't get yourself. I'm sure they would have drones flying over the park and doing freaky things. I mean, this would be a great Halloween experience.
It has potential. I'm just trying to think of, like...
Except the water parks.
Events within the park. You know what I mean? Because they're gonna have the ride, they're gonna have things, but like, what kind of things would they have to do within that? There's got to be something.
There's got to be something, but I would think that we would find out as it gets closer to the park actually opening. We don't even know in this article whether they've actually broken ground yet.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say, what's the over/under on them actually coming out in a year and a half?
Construction laws? Who needs construction law? We're Romanians. We die like men.
There may be a body or two in the foundation.
Yeah, I mean, it only leads to the atmosphere.
Nobody was killed or injured in the making of Dracula Land, or were they?
Okay, we are looking for cast members for the park. So we're really high on the list. If you're anemic or an albino, please sign up, and we want to have you people first, and then we can work down from that.
So they have a biting booth, like a kissing booth.
What, instead of a kissing? Ooh, I tell you. Some of those hammer vamps.
Vampire glamour shots inside that park.
Just I don't know. You might be able to get yourself dolled up like a vampire.
Yeah. Get your vampire outfits and stuff like that, like Hogwarts. You get your wand and your capes, or
because we all know no
Star Wars
female.
Land where you get.
I was gonna say no female vampire is complete without her bustier.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I mean, imagine Mina Harker running around and Jonathan Harker and
that's what I was just thinking. All them
Von Helsing,
all them
Helsing, I should say.
Nice period piece corsets.
Homina and a homina.
Homina, blah. You'd have people trolling Dracula like blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
I don't talk like
I
that.
think Dracula would take care of those people.
Yeah, I wouldn't go poking the stake at vampire. You know.
No, you can't have Adam Sandler open up your park.
Oh
no.
Oh.
He was a vampire, but I don't think that counts.
You know what you do? You try to use the Star of David to repel him back. You got the holy symbol. That doesn't work on me.
I see you coming a mile away.
But before we get out of here, does anyone have anything else to say about this? Or all right.
Except for the water park, this sounds awesome. Yeah, it's great.
So weird.
I mean, just like look how popular those stupid hay rides are here in the States and such. You can imagine that you're going to have fans of vampires from the States going over, as well as people from England, the Great Britain. I mean, that's a close one. And you know that they have pride in a lot of that stuff. I think it will be, at least in the beginning, very popular, and if it's good, it's going to continue being it. The water parks will still get me. I mean, 30 water park. I mean, that I'm not interested in those. Just I'd be more interested in all the spooky stuff and such, interaction with cast members and how they perform their jobs. The full immersion, you might say, of it. That's what I'd sit back and say, in all honesty. What I would expect for this park.
Think about it. The menu items: steak through the heart, and it's a heart-shaped steak.
Oh God! It's not T-bone. It's heart. It's a heart bone.
Yeah. I was just thinking about that. They could have magic act where they take volunteers on stage to stake them, but they don't really stake them.
What would you name the garlic bread? And would you bring in other monsters like werewolves and such?
That's what I was wondering. If they could open
werewolves.
Werewolves.
I mean,
like Van Helsing.
Yeah,
gonna be there.
Yeah, well,
that'd be interesting. That'd be interesting.
You could have a version of Frankenstein. It couldn't be the universal, but you could have a version of Frankenstein.
Yeah. I just heard him come in. Listen to that. Or was that Dracula's
that was my door. That was my door.
Oh, Dracula's coffin opening? Okay.
Yes. God, this thing hears other stuff better than my voice. Selective.
What was that? Was Padawannabe saying something? I mean,
yeah, that's what I mean.
I just heard a door.
Don't pay any attention to their.
Hello, McFly.
Need to stoke the fire back there. Go ahead and throw your socks in there, buddy.
Don't be so gullible, McFly.
But Cash, what do you think about this Dracula land?
It sounds cool, but the water park thing is just weird to me.
No, that's two for the water park.
Water park.
But
I
I think a lot of this stuff could be cool, and I like the Hall of they probably won't do it, but I like that Hall of Draculas. That'd be cool, man.
Yeah,
they should do that. You gotta, if you're putting all that money into something, you gotta do research. Excuse me, you gotta do research up the ass.
Well, these people have. Those people know more about vampires than we do.
Oh, I'm sure. It makes sense that they want to finally do this, and it could be a really big thing. So we'll see what happens.
Well, you have to. I'm sure they even have stuff talking about the real Dracula, Vlad Tepes, and you have to remember he is a folk. They consider him their George Washington.
He's got better teeth, though.
If the place is great, it's just I just can imagine the water park, and you're just like, wait, there's red dye in here, right? Okay, so the vampires are going to attack you while we're going down the slide or something at the water park. What's going on?
Yeah,
here?
The lazy river doesn't.
Are there
going
to be women dressed in
vampire bathing suits?
Yeah, and they're going to have fake teeth, and they try to suck your blood while you go down a slide or something. That probably won't happen.
Like I said, You could be having your picture taken, and then all of a sudden one of them,
That could
whether
be cool.
it's
Yeah.
a man or a woman, comes behind you and pretends that she's or he's sucking the blood out of your neck.
Mm-hmm. I like
Well,
that.
I mean,
Is it safe to wear a cape on a water slide?
I wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't suggest that.
I wouldn't suggest it. It's going to drag you down.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, the fact if it got snagged somewhere, I mean, I'd say for the entertainment factor, just for this thing, just to see when the cape does get snagged on something, how far your head would fly after.
I mean,
from that.
The laws are different over there.
Yeah. Vampires with Kalashnikovs.
There's guillotines at the end of every water slide.
Oh, great.
No, stakes. Remember who we're talking about here.
Go up to some of these people dressed as
Yeah.
vampires and say to them, you guys don't believe in political correctness, right? You do?
Oh, God. Yeah, Cass would do that.
It would be fun to mess with people that work.
There's only one way
Can you imagine
to
walking
You
in there?
would want to mess with that.
I would.
Yeah, he would. Yeah. It depends on how you mess with them too.
Right.
It was like several years back when we went to one of those Halloween things. It was actually the ski jump that we have out here, but it was more than just that. And the only reason why we went was because we got tickets. It's like other than that, we wouldn't have been able to afford it. But yeah, I mean, you had like the ghouls and stuff all walking around. Audrey had her own personal one. Every time we seemed to turn around, it would be behind her and all that, and she'd turn and scream every time. It's like, oh look, no, you can't bring it home. I don't care if it followed you home. You can't keep it. It's like that. And I can imagine you'd have that same type of thing that you have. It depends on what were they going to use. I mean, they could use a ghoul in some ways. Renfield kind of became a ghoul, I guess you might say. So yeah, it'd be awesome, man. Just like you, Cash, the water parks. Come on, man. Come on.
I
man.
don't get that. That's not one thing I would think about. I guess they want more, but it's like I don't. It's just weird. You don't.
They want a Disneyland experience.
Yes, they do.
So,
Yes,
yeah.
they do.
I just hope they don't lose the charm.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. And try to grow too fast.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And they put one here in the States.
Yep.
Yeah, they can put it in California. It sucks
Yep.
the blood out of you out there.
Yep. Absolutely. Yep.
Don't put in California. And I can just see it now. A bunch of people screaming and yelling, running out of one of the side corners of the park, and Frankenstein's monsters on the loose. Ah! And you look over there, it's actually John Kerry. John Kerry.
No, I was going to say, you look over,
yeah.
it's actually Cash.
Yeah.
All right. Hello. Yeah.
Frankenstein Jr. Young Frankenstein. He'd be young Frankenstein. Kerry would be old Frankenstein's monster.
Gosh. Yeah.
But
that's all I think is.
Mike can be Igor and Baron can be
But before we get out of here, gentlemen, is there anything or anyone you want to promote?
Dracula. And this holiday season, let's not forget the reason for this.
The next cranky old fans, Dracula.
Yeah.
That could be cool, actually, maybe. I don't know.
Actually, it would be, actually. Yeah.
Maybe we'll
But,
think about that.
yeah, I mean, it'll be next year, which is 2 weeks about now. So then I'll have more to say.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah, of course you do. We just said one. Cash Money. The other one, Spock.
No, they not. Newsom is out of office. He could definitely apply for being a vampire.
And,
He's already sucked the blood out of California.
You know what? No. I got the perfect, and this is just poking fun in a nice way here. I got the perfect Halloween name for him. Ghoulsome. Ghoulsome.
Pretty much.
See, I was trying to be a little more wholesome and satire, a little more satire, but no, you had to bring it down, didn't you, Cash?
That's right. That's right. Ghoulsome, I like that.
Better.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone or even yourself that you want to promote?
Not really any promotions. Your channel here and what you guys do is great. We appreciate it. But I just wanted to say happy holidays and Merry Christmas and all that stuff to you all.
Well,
So have a good holiday and
you too.
Hope all goes well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have a great one as well.
Oh, hope you
and Lady
Mrs.
Miss,
Petta
how
have a-
big
have a
are
Merry
Lady
Christmas.
Miss Dragon's stockings? I mean, what do you got to do to fill those things? Honestly,
Yeah.
do you put people in it?
Yeah. The leftover some Vlad Tepish's steaks. What like okay, yeah, people say.
Sorry to cut you off, Mike. I appreciate it. Happy holidays, yes.
Wait, he asked you a question.
Can I ask you a question?
And thank you for coming on, Pat. Like I said, you don't owe an explanation as to why. What goes on in your personal life is your personal life.
Yeah, I went to I was like, oh, he probably put a post somewhere, and I see members only, members only, members only. I was like, ah, crap.
And to be honest, I don't want to know about your personal life. So.
Right? Exactly.
But things are good. I mean, it gets better. We're still here, so that's really what it is about.
Yeah.
Yep.
Times are
Right.
they're not tough. They're just not normal. But I
They're
mean, we
lean.
got our Christmas tree up. We've got the family here, and that's really what any of these things comes down to.
You talking about life?
It stinks.
And of course, 2020, and of course 2025.
Hate it.
Yep.
Yeah, 2025 can suck it.
General. But Cash, what will be coming up on the Phantom Hooligans?
The Phantom Hooligans. Well, right now I'm just worrying about like Christmas stuff and so on. But after
don't celebrate Christmas. You're a guy.
Sure.
Happy Hogs Watch.
Pirates don't celebrate Christmas.
Shh, that's not true, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
What's going to give a pirate that he hasn't already pirated, right? Yeah.
No. I don't. Who's these pirates talking about? Pirates.
Christmas pirates? Porch pirates.
Man, definitely not a porch pirate.
No. That's why I put bird traps out.
Yep. Good. Yeah. So, but like after Christmas, I mean, well, we got Cranky Old Fans coming up on both Rumble channel, and then we got to do another episode. We did one a few weeks ago. I think it went pretty well, so it was good to get back to it. I still got to post, I guess, all the other episodes on there. I got to download. So that's going on. Just right now, lately, like I've been talking to Spock and one of my friends, Sindel, and we've been talking about some other streams that we want to talk about stuff. One of the things that is going to be part of the after Christmas and so on is going to be about making female characters great again, because it's important. So gotta push that message. People are pushing the message, but not enough. So I'm not worried about people trying to cancel me and stuff like that. So Spock and I have already gotten some hate for some of the AI images we've made, but we don't care. We're making these females characters great again. So
yeah. Well, I don't mind what you're doing with the boobies, except you don't have to put an extra para on the forehead. Right. I know you did that because you want to have
the fuck, man?
He's the one that's doing it, not me.
Sure,
his work is scary.
Yes. We're also going to talk about how Dear Leader can kiss our ass, but no, but that's right. But no, you heard me. But yeah, that's there's going to be, I was thinking this Friday until some things started coming up that I was like, I didn't want to say for sure, but either probably after Christmas, I would probably say after Christmas, before New Year's, Mike and I, we got to get back to Evil West. And vampires in that game need to be killed, especially for this day. We got For the Emperor after Christmas too. We got to get the Space Marine 2 thing. That thing's a little bit more challenging right now because I tried that game on the desktop. There's a problem. It works fine on the laptop, so I'm going to have to figure that out. But some of these games are a little tricky right now because they don't always work on everything. So, and I get it. It's the CPU is intensive. It's a very intense situation because it takes a lot of resources for the CPU, and I get it. They made their own engine, so. But yeah, so those things are coming up, and then I'm just, like I said, just working on some more videos of talking about stuff. I've been watching the Orville recently with Spock, and he's gotten me more into that. So I think what's going to happen is after we're actually finally done with all the seasons, we may actually do a stream, talk about the Orville. I know people are still clamoring for information about the Orville. They want that season 4. I don't think it's ever going to happen.
I don't think it's coming.
No.
I think if anything does happen, it'll be a movie.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if Seth would even want to do that. I don't know what Seth. Besides Family Guy, yeah, I don't know. I mean,
and Ted. Don't forget the Ted series.
Yeah, the Ted series is still going on, I think. So, but he worked on that Naked Gun. Well, that didn't make money. So, I mean, maybe people will find it later and say, like some of this other stuff that'll become a cult classic. I don't know if that ever will. I doubt it too. So. But yeah, there's always some topics out there that other channels are talking about. Yes, we could spend time talking about Candace Owens and some of this other stuff, but I'm sorry, not sorry. That stuff gets so. There's just so many other things to talk about. I feel other people still don't want to talk about much.
Owens.
There is. That's why I try to look for different articles.
No.
Listen to the music listen to the music they make.
Release the hounds.
The children of the night.
Something that probably needs to also be talked about is where are we ever going to have these classic Christmas films again, or are they just we've got enough? We don't need any classic ones.
Well, they've been trying, and they're still trying to stop people from saying Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Guess what? This time of year, I celebrate Christmas, so I am going to say Merry Christmas. If someone comes to me and says Happy Hanukkah, I'm not going to look at them and say I'm not Jewish. I'm going to say
Excuse me, sir. Right. Excuse me, sir. I'm not Jewish. Those aren't the right
I'm
words.
uncut. I'm uncut. I don't go by that.
You don't understand my pain, my feelings.
If someone wants to express the joy of their holiday that they celebrate to me, I'm not going to stop them. I'm not going to say, "Oh, no. I don't celebrate that holiday." I'm going to probably say, and the same to you.
Yeah, and I think that's another message that needs to be put out on a lot of streams, is that if you want to say Merry Christmas to people, fine. If they say they're upset about it, say Happy Holidays and Merry Christmas. If they're upset about that, just walk away and don't worry about it.
Don't off.
It's stupid.
I was in the store the other day, and the girl that worked there said to me, Happy Holidays, and I said, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, it's fine.
No big deal. I didn't make a big deal out of it. She didn't make a big deal out of it.
No, it's fine. Happy Holidays, Merry
Santa
Christmas.
Claus.
People say both. It's fine. It's all
believe
fine.
In Santa Claus, right?
Happy Holidays should cover everything. So.
Santa already knows I'm on the naughty list. He watches my streams.
Yeah.
I believe in Santa Claus. Christmas is Santa Claus's holiday. The religious community has made it very, very distinct point that that's not the day, so it's not. It's Santa Claus's holiday.
Oh.
And that's Santa Claus is non. What do they say? Non. When it's not any religion.
Agnostic.
No, like it's
talking about like
non-denominational. That's it. Non-denominational. He's a non-denominational.
You sir
fictional
are
character.
wrong. You're wrong. Remember, it's Saint Nikolai, and he went to the Council of Nicaea and he punched the guy in the nose, breaking it.
Oh yeah, but that's a different story.
Well, it's still Saint Nikolai.
Yeah. Saint Nicholas.
Yeah.
Jolly old Saint Nicholas.
Oh, he was jolly when he threw that punch. That's for sure.
Everything changes when Rudolph comes along.
Dang Montgomery words.
Just say both. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, whatever. If people are still offended by this stuff, who cares?
I say Happy Christmas. I go limey.
Happy Christmas. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. Happy Christmas. I do say Happy Christmas. Merry New Year. Yeah. Tip tip. Pip pip. Tally-o.
Yeah.
When you mentioned the old store there, I still have my like stuffed. Was it Rudolph? Not Rudolph. It's Hallmark gave away Randolph the reindeer. Way back when we were like younger, and I still have mine that I put out every year. He's got the beanbag feet.
Yeah, I'm Randolph, Rudolph's brother.
His bottle.
Nobody ever talks about me. They always talk about Rudolph because of his nose.
I tell you, I started my own North Pole with hookers and blackjack.
You want to know why he's got that red nose? It's because he's been drinking.
Randall's also got a good marijuana farm too. So
Randy the rabbit reindeer.
Got to do something in the North Pole when you ain't one of Santa's
That ain't
reindeer.
snow that he's around, if you know what I mean.
Then Randy changes his voice and he sounds like Arnold for some reason.
I've never had the chance to be one of Santa's reindeer.
I could have been better than Rudolph. I don't need a shiny nose to get us through the night. Yeah,
I have much stronger legs. I can fly harder and faster.
Look at him. He's got legs.
I'm gonna jingle all the way, this motherfucker.
Oh no!
Hello to my little friend. Ho ho ho!
It's not a tumor.
Not a tumor.
You might want to get your nose checked out. That might be a tumor.
It's not a dreidel.
But I don't care what. But I don't care what anybody says out there. I don't care how much pressure that's put on me. I will never celebrate Toyota-thon.
Toyota-thon's for you.
No. Come on, you're gonna get yourself a new car, Baron. Come on.
No.
Well, I always love.
I don't celebrate those foreign religions.
Buy a Lexus. Buy a Lexus for your family.
No.
Buy a Lexus.
Buy a Lexus.
No.
Well, I've got a Toyota. It gets me where I need to go.
That's right.
Yeah.
I did want to ask.
Your right supply up. That's all I gotta say.
Oh, Baron.
Come on, man. Anyways, but yeah, that's all that's coming up right now on Cash Money Madness over on Rumble and Phantom Hooligans.
All right.
On YouTube.
And as far as what's coming up on Pacific414, I will let you all know that here in a bit. And so I thank everybody who stopped by this Sunday afternoon. I realize everybody is out and about, probably trying to get their last minute Christmas shopping done, or maybe they're traveling to see family this week. But I want to thank Snorty for being here. Thank you very much, Snorty.
And his human suit. Don't forget the human suit.
Lady Mist, thank you for being here. And yeah, who is this Cash, Phil? I don't know this Cash.
My question is, who is this Phil?
I don't know. DJ?
Is it landfill? I don't know.
Very funny. DJ, thank you for being here, brother. And I look forward to finding out which episode you select for the next episode of The Adventure Continues.
Oh, my.
A Star Trek discussion. And of course, Anonymous. Anonymous. Do, 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 do.
Anonymous. Anonymous. Anonymous.
Meow, 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 meow. Yeah.
And
I
of
got one
course,
question when you're done.
Jane, also known as Gerrold, thank you very much. I will answer that question in just a bit.
Yes.
Padawan, thank you.
That guy.
And Jet Sparks, thank you very much. What's your question?
When is the watch party for F1? The season's over. I got to get my fix, dude.
Here we go again.
It's coming up. It's coming up.
This is
coming
getting
up.
this is getting just as bad as X-Men '97. Oh God.
That's right.
I'm excited to watch this. Like, I don't often get to see a sports movie where it's recognizable people in it. You know, and it's actually their sport. This isn't like The Longest Yard with Happy Gilmore.
No, this is like, are we there yet? Are we there yet? This Padawan
I'm just asking. The season just ended. They got a champion. Everything's over. I'm waiting, not patiently.
No.
Never guessed.
No, it's not.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked. No, not really.
I'm excited. Sorry.
It'll be 3 weeks from today, Padawan.
Okay.
So put yourself in the freezer. Set the alarm for 3 weeks, and then all right, a little bit less than that, so you get properly thawed out. And
Agreed.
I've watched some of the stuff on the behind the scenes-y thing. Actually, not even behind the scenes, just like what Brad Pitt's done kind of on his own with it, not filming. It's kind of interesting. You got to drive a car. That's pretty cool.
But yeah, 3 weeks. 3 weeks from today. Anyone who wants to come on for that panel to watch the movie is more than welcome to do so. And of course, also have a link there for channel members who want to come on and watch the movie with us and commentate on the movie with us.
I am interested to see their interpretation of some of the events they've based their story parts on. Not the entire story, just a few things. They're kind of like, we took this is supposed to represent this, but it's not
when
real
you're going to tell him that he's not allowed on that panel, Mike.
I'll watch anyway. I'll watch anyway.
Baron. He is.
I know.
I'm going to tell you who everybody is.
But 3 weeks from today, so that's going to be January 11th at 1 p.m. Eastern is when we'll have our F1 watch party.
Ooh, 111 for F1.
It seemed appropriate.
Vroom, vroom.
It seemed appropriate because I didn't want to have a watch party on, New Year's Eve. After this Wednesday's double feature watch party of Ernest Saves Christmas and Elf.
Yeah, that was great.
I wanted to have a break because, like I said last night, this upcoming double feature is going to be the last one for a while. After this Wednesday, it's going to be 2 movies per month. Now, when we do have a double feature, it'll be for a special occasion, but it's going to be 2 movies per month. But as far as what's coming up this week, on Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and Rumble, I will be playing more of Mafia: The Old Country. This will be part 2 of the gameplay. So we'll see if I can rise through the ranks.
Yeah.
You need to make them
who
an
knows
offer.
how many more jobs I got? Excuse me. How many more jobs I got to do? Take out the competition. In the game, YouTube. In the game. And then, of course, like I mentioned, Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern, not our normal 6 p.m. Eastern, for Christmas Eve, we're watching Ernest Saves Christmas and Elf. And the Cosmic Link, of course, will be available to anyone who wants to watch it on both the Rumble side and the YouTube side. And then
And,
on Christmas,
and of course, that 5-minute short also between the two films, Santa gets a colonoscopy.
and
really
then, of course, on Christmas Day, I was able to find this game for a good deal, and I figured this is the perfect game to stream on Christmas.
Oh.
I'm going to be streaming the game based upon Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Honestly, when you told me that there was that game, I was shocked. It was like, wow, that is awesome. So, are you going to work at being a dentist, an elf dentist?
You play as Rudolph, Baron.
Oh, okay. Oh. Okay.
That'll be a side mission. Come on, man! Don't you know the through line?
Side mission. Oh, gotta have that side mission.
Hermie the dentist.
Yes. So that's what's coming up for this week, this Christmas week, on both the YouTube and Rumble channels. And again, I do appreciate everybody who takes the time to stop by, listen, maybe roll their eyes, and maybe go, "Oh gosh, Mike, could you please learn to read these words?" But seriously, I appreciate everybody, and always happy to see you all. And Merry Christmas to you, Anonymous. Merry Christmas to Lady Miss. Merry Christmas to Judge Sparks. In case I don't see you during the week, Shane, DJ, Phil.
Yeah.
Yes, Phil, Snorty, and everybody who has come by the channel, been a guest on the channel, supported this channel through thick and through thin. And I really appreciate it. And I can't say it enough. Merry Christmas to you all.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, everybody out there, except for Animos. Happy holidays.
Well, it's no problem, Mike.
Yep. Everybody have a wonderful Christmas.
Yes.
Boy, that really sounded sincere from the heart.
I know. He sounded like Scrooge. Yeah, everybody have a wonderful Christmas.
That's right.
Humbug.
Humbug. No.
Humbug.
But really, have a wonderful Christmas.
That was better. We can still do better.
And until next time, everybody, remember two things. Don't ever give up on me in a game, because just when you do, you might miss something. And I'm not just a baseball guy. I'm an all-around guy. Take care, all.
Autobots, transform and roll out!